Staff versus 72 Hours.
He jumped down. He's above him. Oh, he went for the blind fire. Did he connect? No! That was so close. He went for the blind fire with the heavy sniper. What an unbelievable finale. And Saf with the dance.
Yeah, I cannot believe it.
What? No!
I can't believe it. Someone,
No way!
72 Hours in chat. They did get the throne. Boo Boo Bush, who are you and how do you know these things?
How?
4th place for them. They jump in the rankings.
No way!
I cannot believe it. Shout out to everyone that called out Vape Jesus and Zexro. They come out on top with 12 points. Guess what? That's the Rift Raiders who had 0 points from Europe.
They show up and say, not today. We are all part of this. And they net points for the Rift Raiders. Wow. Unbelievable. And again, 72 Hours and Chap take the throne. So on top of that, they're going to get an additional prize here at the end of it all for holding the throne at the end of it. Oh my, we talked about it earlier, Fallout. The games aren't over until they're over.
And we have to show respect to everyone else too. We talked a lot about Zay, you know, as a really an emerging leader. 72 Hours chat, but how about Symphony in Snood?
Yes.
Game 1 and Game 6, they showed up. I mean, coming up clutch, ice in their veins to get another top 10 finish for Symphony. He's performed in multiple skirmishes. Jared FPS in yellow, 2 points. All right. Showing up Monster and Weefo, a lot of new names here. I love it.
There was so much going on, and I mean, we should take a look at the prizing. So don't forget, this is the current breakdown, man. So these duo teams will be finding, they should probably be really happy. Vape Jesus, if you're listening, congrats, you did amazing.
I am so excited for week number 1 here of the fall skirmish, and we are about to be kicking off match number 1 of 6 here in this one.
That's right, and there's a few things we want to touch on. So first off, we're going to be using our new spectator mode. This is a live and online version of it. This is kind of like the rough V1, you know. We want to debut it, so now we'll be able to kind of see and move around people's perspectives and get additional information.
And look at the names dropping out of that battle bus. I saw Tempo, I saw Geomach, I saw Poach. So many big names competing here today. Ninja is competing alongside Cypher PK, by the way, which is an awesome, awesome duo. I can't wait to see what they do. Of course, Nick Merckx and Legion. Ghost Gaming is going to be competing. Bizzle and Demo, I believe, are a duo. We'll keep a close eye on all of these matchups and see who can represent their clubs the best.
That's right. So, you know, another topic I wanted to talk about was the game additions since PAX. So if you guys watch PAX, there's a lot to talk about. So, right, so during the actual PAX, we had disabled the Shockwave Grenade. That's back. On top of that, we also introduced the Grappler. This week, we've introduced the Porta Fortress. We introduced the Silence AR. Don't forget the Cube, a.k.a. Kevin, sank into Loot Lake. So now Loot Lake is bouncy, and we vaulted the drum gun. So all these things are very much, we've seen from earlier games, have impacted the meta. Yeah. So I'm very curious to see how that'll change up the NA scene. But man, here we go. We're just going big, going to Greasy Grove.
Yeah, I love that call out. We'll keep a close eye on the meta changes. Really, the theme of that is mobility. So we'll talk a lot about that throughout the broadcast. I'm board with Saint right now. They're going to land what I call Flat House in Greasy Grove. A smart position to land in. People think because it's so small, it's not a lot of great loot, but good situation.
No.
But here,
top right, Aiden's down.
Oh no, it happened. Sofa's still alive though, so Aiden goes down early. Nick Merckx is going to explode Thief, so FaZe Thieves goes down already to the likes of Nick. I don't see Nick and Tilted. Am I crazy here?
I don't see him anywhere, but
this is the first time, and I watch Nick very often. I've not seen Nick go tilted. Unbelievable. A change in game plan. I was talking to Nick at dinner after Summer Skirmish, and he said, look, I think my ego got in the way a little bit in that 1v1 against Aiden. Maybe I should have stopped going tilted, and here we have it. Game number 1, no tilted drop for Nick. And look at Aiden just going to dip out of there as well.
That's right. They use the Rift on the go to disengage. Ghost Aiden, you can tell on the bottom left, part of Team Fortnite. So we'll keep you guys up to date with all the players, which team they're on, and look at this. They're moving in near, and High Distortion, Leopard TV are here. So is Yelo and Jared FPS.
Yep.
Ghost Aiden, a Dusty Dog.
Yeah, correction. Repping Dusty Dogs here. We'll keep you guys updated as much as we can on their clubs and who they're representing, who you're representing too. Let us know. We got Drunky, the brother of Dakota's, a.k.a. Dark, a prominent Fortnite streamer as well. He's going up against Kaysen. Definitely not an easy task. He's playing with Liquid Strafe, I believe, as over towards the motel. Big fight about to ensue.
That's right, man. So many big names here participating in just week 1 of the fall skirmish. But look, like you talked about, they are engaging, and immediately Drunky goes down. The general here knocks him out with an SMG, secures the elimination, and now it's 2v1. in favor of General.
Nice job at isolating Junkie right there. They recognize, hey, we have a 1v2 opportunity. Let's take our numbers advantage. And now they're going to take another 2v1. Smart decision right there. And there you have it. No, Strafe is actually going to down one. General's going to be in a 1 versus 1 here. He picks up the elimination, and he's going to get the elim. Ultimately, General does come out on top there. Well played by Liquid Strafe to take out one. It's not going to get them any points, but it's going to be a little bit disruptive. I got to say, if I'm General's teammate right there, Case said, you want to play it a little bit more safe. You have a 2v1, value your life, play it wide, build up, and play more defensive. Nick Mercs at Greasy Grove here.
What? Is Nick Mercs a Greasy boy now?
Different skin, different drop? I'm confused.
So here's something to note, is that who else is a Greasy boy? Is actually Courage and Hysteria.
Yeah, I don't know if Hysteria's playing today, though. Let's check it out.
I thought High Distortion is playing.
High Distortion's playing with Leopard. Hysteria,
Hysteria's not. No, I don't think Hysteria's playing today. But I mean, Courage is right there. You can literally see us. So now we're not going to see the Aiden and Nick Mercs battle. We're going to see the Nick Mercs and Courage JD battle.
I love it. Two of the most popular streamers and content creators on Fortnite are going to be battling here. Both on Lucky Llamas, by the way. So maybe a little collusion here. They're going to want to avoid each other. No, I'm just kidding. But interesting. Laquan, a.k.a. Legion, playing under a different tag here.
I love it. So I was able to cast games with him at PAX, and he was just so funny.
He's hilarious. Yeah. Awesome guy from Kansas City. Nick Mercs, originally from Detroit, currently living in LA. He wants this fight here, and he's gonna get it. Taking high side on Courage right now. Looks like he has a height advantage. Courage gonna miss that first shot. Nick able to survive. He wants to isolate the 2v1 if he can. Nick, one of the best positional players in the game, knows how to hold his right hand advantage and knows how to use cover to his advantage. Of course, that might come from his Gears of War competing days. He's playing alongside Legion, competitive Halo player with a deep background in Halo. Let's see what they can do here.
Take a look, man. So, that scared me for just a moment. There was suddenly someone in the house with him. But take a look. So, very quickly to identify, whenever you're looking at a player's name, so Nick Mercs has a 47, Laquan also has a 47. Therefore, they're on the same team. This is a quick way to identify. On top of that, this new spectator mode allows us, if you look at the top right, you can see additional players. So you can actually see that there's other players on top here. There's also players leaving at the top right. So extra information all the way around.
Yep. Looks like towards Shifty, there's a couple teams over there, but this is a tried and true 2 versus 2 for Nick and Legion versus Courage and Typical Gamer. And again, look how Nick plays this. So smart, so slow, so methodical. He doesn't put himself in bad positions ever because he's a true competitor, that's for sure. All these guys are all in on Fortnite all day, and they put so much work into this game. And see who can come on top in this fight. Very patient for both teams right now.
Courage looking to just try and find these players. All right, so he breaks down the ceiling here. He doesn't see the players. He's not exactly sure where they are, right? So Nick's doing the smart thing, which is crouch walking inside the house. You make so much less noise when you're doing that.
But ultimately, if Courage and Typical Gamer keep just chopping away here, they're going to have height advantage. They're going to have some visibility, especially if they get owning possession to the cover as they play some floor. So if I'm Nick and Legion, I'm not comfortable where I'm at. I'm maybe trying to find a way to disengage. Do you have a Port Rift? Do you have something to get out of there with?
You know, I don't think so. I think Nick only had a shotgun, an SMG, I believe a pistol, and then a scoped AR. I'm not sure what his teammate might have had.
Yeah, sometimes if you're Nick, that's all you need.
I'm sorry, it was a burst rifle, not a pistol. Oh, he gets shot from above. That was a huge chunk there.
Legion puts himself in a pretty bad spot here. He's going to be tagged up. So hurt is Legion. And now Courage and Typical Gamer in a great position to win this fight. They just want to inch away at the HP of Nick and Legion. No reason to rush and get destroyed by maybe a one pump to the head from a shotgun. Instead, play your life and play intelligent here. That's exactly what they're going to do.
And as you can see on the top right of the mini-map, we've got a team making their way back into Greasy Grove. They started to leave earlier, but they heard the gunshot, so now they're doubling back. And now they may look to third-party this.
Yep, Courage going to drop. Legion's going to get the med kit off, I believe, so Legion's back to full health. Of course, as I say that, Courage tags him up just a little bit. On board with Typical Gamer here. Gets a little bit lost here. Courage is in a 1 versus 2 for the moment. Nick gets taken out, all up to Legion, and Courage cleans up. Just like that, the Courageous defeat the M-Fam, and Nick is going to get taken out.
And that's just how the cookie crumbles here in Greasy Grove. Courage JD saying, look, Nick Mercs, I know you didn't like Nick Towers no more, but I'm not going to let you take over the Greasy Grove. This is my home. But look at this. KP5 goes down to the likes of Monster, and now he's looking to hunt down Mercsman, who's dropped very low, secures the elimination. Now he does get the counter elimination, but now it's just Monster by himself.
Monster Only about 61 HP. Does have a med kit, so he'll be fine. But look how low his ammo is. I think he had some more loot he possibly could have gotten there. But let's jump in elsewhere as he will survive that fight. Meanwhile, looks like 3 teams are gathering outside of Salty Springs. That's VV Punisher. Big shout out to him. He competed in the Ninja Vegas event and made a name for himself. Let's see what he can do here.
He was also at PAX. I did not personally get to meet him, but I saw him and I thought to myself, that is a beautiful man. This is a true story, by the way.
That's amazing. Meanwhile, TV coming from Chicago. Young man, 19 years old, I believe, recently graduated from high school, looking to make his pro Fortnite career and dream a reality here today.
And you just love to see the diversity in players, you know. And even EU, man, there's just so many people that love Fortnite. They're passionate about it. I mean, look, even the top right, you got One Shot Girl and Monster D-Face. Monster was here casting for the Summer Skirmish.
Yep.
He's a great, great player, so we'll have to keep an eye out. So
seems like a great guy as well.
Oh, yeah, he's super, like, just genuinely nice individual.
Yeah, and then back on the topic of Hezzy. Hezzy is representing the Bush Bandits, who are currently sitting in first place after the European action broke down with a solid 530 points. So if Hezzy can keep it up, that Bush Bandits club is looking great here in week number 1.
That's right. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the clubs are a big deal. Not only are players looking to compete and earn money for themselves, but they're also looking to get points for their clubs, because at the end of the 6 weeks, the club with the most points is also going to walk away with an additional $4 million. It's crazy to think about, but that is something to keep an eye on. So again, by match 4, you need to pick a team if you haven't already. What's your favorite team?
I wonder.
Oh, I wonder, yeah. Lucky Llamas.
Llama, I'm committed. They're in 3rd place right now, but I'm committed. Lucky Llamas all day. It'd be a dream to join up at that club. Meanwhile, Geomock, you're just on board with, as part of the Fortnites. They're currently in 3rd place. Yep, with 165. Lucky Llamas in 4th place. I take that back.
Look at Turkey Lips, probably one of my favorite people on the planet. Also a very nice and genuine man. He has a push-up counter on his channel, so if you'd like to see him do push-ups, go check him out.
I love it.
Subscribe to him because, boy,
Meanwhile,
he has like 1,000 or something. I don't know.
Who's this? Sorry?
Turkey Lips.
He does push-ups?
Yeah.
I thought he was just
No, I believe it's...
He does it all, this guy. You have no idea. Turkey Lips is one of the nicest people I've ever met.
He really is.
So genuine. And if you're wondering how he got his name, ask him. He loves telling the story. Don't worry, it's not like derogatory or anything like that. It's a great story.
He actually told me this story at PAX.
His brother,
it made me laugh.
It was a nickname his brother used to kind of give him back in the day. And yeah, really great guy. Big shout out to Turkey Lips. Phenomenal player who's burst onto this scene as a breakout player for sure in one of the summer skirmishes and performed pretty well at PAX West as well.
That's right. But now we are down. Look at this, man. 77 players left alive. There's just so many people. Something to keep in mind, Courage JD currently at the top of the leaderboard with 3 eliminations. Monster with 2 behind him. The General, 2 as well. So don't forget, a lot of these players are competing for elimination. So as a duo, if you can find 4 eliminations, you get a point. At 6, you get 2, and at 8, you get 3.
Look at that. Courage, we all know what he can do on the mic with the commentary. I'm sure he's glad to be playing again. And look at his performance. 3 eliminations already for JD Courage. A strong start from him, and boy, is it good to have him back. You see Gank Cease, part of Gank Stars.
He had a Porta Fortress.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so what we saw from EU scene is that the Porta Fortress, it is a game changer. Not only is it great for defensive uses, but man, when you get to those final circles, you drop a Porta Fortress, everyone else gets caught off guard, and you have edit rights over the entire space. Yeah. So I'm really hoping we get to see some of that action later on.
Definitely. I'm on board with Exis of Trouble Boys. The team that is signed with an organization, but unannounced what organization they're signed with. So, a little mystery there. Big shot to the Trouble Boys team. Exis, Sofa, and Co. Fulmer and Co. See what they can do here.
Now just slowly picking up. Yeah, just taking their time. I mean, take a look, man. There's so many players just all over the place. You got Harrians and Crowd out down there. Hesse in reverse 2K, Monster D-Face, One Shot Girl, and again, Punisher and Nibs. So they don't have to move quite yet.
I think Ninja might be taken out already. I haven't seen Ninja yet. I know he was playing with Cypher from what I saw. We'll confirm for you guys as soon as we can. On board with Monster D-Face. Awesome guy had a chance to cast one of the Summer Skirmish programs. And now, look at this. I mean, the difference between 76 people alive still. The difference between live public environment and private server with so much on the line is just astronomical, as these players are playing so passive. I had a chance to talk with some pro players, and they all agreed the best way to play is smart, passive, play for mid and late games, unless, of course, you're Ghost Aiden.
In which case, you slay out all the time. You just never stop slaying out.
Exactly. Courage now puts himself in a box here. Needs to get a quick edit. Not clean just yet, but here comes the push. Leaves his teammate Typical Gamer in a 1 versus 2 momentarily. Can they recover? Meanwhile, they're playing against Zate of Energy. Let's see what Zate can do here. as typical gamer, they're going to turtle hold low side, and look at this beautiful play to knock down the cover, and that should force Zayt into their hand.
Courage doing everything he can here. Zayt, just like you talked about, up top. And so look, oh, he's taking shots. So now here's the question. Is Zayt's teammate down? It looks like it might be by himself.
Yeah, he is. And look how smart he's playing this. You know, I had a chance to talk with Zayt, and he mentioned under any circumstance, he's going to find the optimal play to make. And it looks like he's making the optimal play out of this situation. 1 versus 2, creates this entire fortress of building by himself and gives himself the advantage here. Who's that? Oh, Porter Rift. Look at this. A 1 versus 2, and Courage and Typical Gamer felt like they had to leave. That's how strong of a player Zayt is.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't blame him. Zayt is not someone that you want to engage. He's a lot like from EU is Kinstar, right? When you go against the likes of Kinstar, you're like, no, I'd rather do anything else. And they felt like that. Yeah. Same way with Zayt, right? It's like, oh, Zayt, it's a 2v1. Ooh, yeah, we're just gonna leave. Zayt, we're sorry.
Yep, exactly. Speaking of EU, we saw on our screen the American EU. That's United, a St. Louis-based esports organization who has quite a variety of solid Fortnite players. Big shot to Jack.
Dude. Look at this new safe zone.
Wow.
We're going back to Tilted. We're going back to Tilted, all right? And not only that, but everyone is spaced out. I mean, so what we saw from Game 1 of EU was that at this time, there was 64 players left in the lobby. Here in NA, we see there is 72 players remaining right now.
Wow. Unbelievable. So we talk very often about how EU perhaps is a little bit slower of a game. This has proven us wrong here. Maybe a little more fast paced as we're on board with King Richard of the Bush Bandits right now. Currently in first place in the club standings thanks to their counterparts over in Europe.
That's right. And I mean, you know, a lot of these teams, what is the team with 0 points again?
Rift Raiders. It is Rift Raiders.
So they are looking to pick up the slack. So that's something to keep in mind. We're not only playing NA games and EU games, but all these competitors, if they place, they're earning points for their club. So it's gonna be a crazy 6 weeks to say the least.
Yeah, look at Rogue 00 Flower. He's sitting in Storm right now, just healing up. I think you recognize that King Richard is gatekeeping here. Good job of King Richard backtracking for that. Might have a Porter Rift, might have something. But meanwhile, Tendons picks up a snipe, 44 meters on Grenader Drake.
Not Grenader Jake.
Say it ain't so.
Say it ain't so. So 30 seconds before the storm.
Yeah. We're gonna start singing for you guys, a little karaoke.
There you go. I'm terrible.
This is a variety stream, by the way.
Oh my gosh, it's so much fun casting with you.
Right back at you, my friend. I'm board with King Richard, 215, another prominent streamer. Turkey Lips, though, picking up 00 Flower on the rotation out of the storm, so perhaps staying too long in the storm ended up costing him. And Turkey Lips is still alive, still breathing, and doing a great job of that.
Down in the bottom left of your screen, though, Liquid Chap, we saw him for just a moment. And now look, so now we get a new safe zone circle, and again, it's moving itself over toward Tilted Towers. There is so, I mean, look at Tilted Towers as it is right now. It is just a scarred battlefield. Courage JD and Typical Gamer are there, though they are alive. Courage hasn't been able to pick up any additional eliminations. So keep in mind, if his teammate has 1 elimination, though, they're at that first threshold, they'll get themselves 1 point on the board. But dude, look at this circle. There's so many places to hide inside Tilted.
Unbelievable. They're sitting in Grandma's house here, just trying to chop away, get as many mats as they can. Courage's gonna close that door, give himself a little more so the safety net. Or keep it open for bait purposes.
There you go. No, okay, he's gonna close it, yeah. Wow, look at this. This is what 67 players in a tiny circle looks like.
Hey.
This is before the actual storm forces them all together.
And guess who's center circle? Aiden makes his way back to Tilted after an early exit, stays alive with Sofa of Trouble Boys. I am stoked to see what Aiden can do with 66 people forced into his hand at Tilted, let alone that 1 versus 1 we saw against Nick Merckx in Summer Skirmish.
That's right, man. Ghost Aiden is a Dusty Dog, so if you're a Dusty Dog fan, blow up the chat with Dusty Dogs. Yeah. And look at this scoreboard. You love to see it. Turkey Lips is down right now. That's why his health bar is red. And take a look at the top. There's only 2 players, Courage JD and Typical Gamer. Dude, so Courage and Typical Gamer have 6 eliminations total.
Can you believe
So
it?
they have 2 points on the board. If they find 2 more eliminations, they're going to net their duo 3 points.
Let alone if they stay alive and survive and get placement too. A great start from Courage here. If you're a fan of the Courageous, you like to see it. Meanwhile, oh, Aiden. Oh boy, he's good.
It's okay. Don't do that.
Speaking of which, we got to jump on board with him as he is on fire right now, and they're just going to try and sneak their way into what used to be a little Bass Pro shop, retail shop.
Do you just hear all the sounds? There's literally gunfire. There's people dropping in, you know, gliding in, and now the storm is moving. 36 seconds until the area gets overtaken, and then we're going to get a new safe zone. Dude, so Courage and Typical Gamer, if they can pick up those 2 eliminations and have 8, they could very well hold the throne here for the first game of the NA scene.
Yep, that'd be massive. King Richard picks up a double on Monster and Turkey Lips. So Turkey Lips is out. Nice job by King Richard. Staying alive, that's 2 eliminations for him. His first 2, he puts himself in that little scoreboard we've been checking out. He should be in the top 10 right now. General, right in front of him. I think King Richard is alone. Yes, he is.
Yes.
So should be interesting.
Look at that. Chap is right up, just to his right there. Dude, we're still at 61 players in the lobby that just changed to 60. Oh my goodness. Just listen to the gunfire. Everyone is here.
Ghost Aiden, there you have it. Bottom left of your screen. Picks up a double on High Distortion and Legend, I believe that was. And Aiden is performing here so far in this one. Not sure where he's at, trying to find him. He's still in Bass Pro Shop's basement, where he loves to go. He has his positioning on lock. He loves the rotations. He has great mats right now. Doesn't have many heals, though. So his loot is not the greatest. Representing the Dusty Dogs here is Aiden. So if you're a CDN the third fan, who's I don't think he's competing today, but he's part of that Dusty Dogs team.
Just blow up the chat.
Blow up the chat.
Dusty Dogs, emotes, everyone, go!
Are there Dusty Dog emotes?
I believe that's what Arctic was telling us.
Amazing. That's absolutely amazing. You could rep your favorite team, not only on Twitter, not only in hashtags, but in the Twitch chat with emotes. I can't wait to see just waves and waves of Dusty Dog spam right now for CDN, for Aiden, and the rest of the Dusty Dogs crew.
That's right, man. Now we're going to see this. Look, 30 seconds before this storm starts to move again. Look how many people are outside Tilted Towers that still need to get inside.
Oh, check it out.
Let's check out. Yeah. This is the double kill coming in from Aiden.
Looks like it was a team effort for sure. Him and Sofa are able to pick those up. Well done from him. We got to stick on board with Aiden a little bit here, as he is now burying himself in what used to be the retail fish shop and is now Kevin's domain.
Yeah, I just don't. I mean, you know, Aiden is just taking over the space. He's like, look, this is now my home. Yeah. This is Aiden Towers. So
Kevin the Cube, you may have destroyed it, but I still live here. So
I remember we talked about that yesterday when we were like, wait, Kevin destroyed Tilted Bass Pro Shop?
I didn't believe you.
I know.
And Zeke had to pull up a YouTube video showing me Kevin the Cube, which is no longer in existence, rest in peace, rolling over the Bass Pro Shop and flattening half of it, literally.
It was so funny.
It was hilarious. I was like, what? I think we were at dinner or something like that. It was crazy.
A lot of fun. A lot of fun had here between the two of us, which is great. But dude, look at this. We're still at 50 players Fallout. 50 players in this space. And look, we're going to get a new safe zone. All right, it's outside in the storm. Good luck, everybody.
Oh, my goodness. And look how far Aiden has to go here. It's literally as far as it could possibly be. So now, Aiden picked up a double. Courage still alive at Grandma's house. They're making that their home.
Look at this.
Moving in with Grandma here.
He's got a launch pad and he's got the grappler. No grenades, though, so he can't make any bounces. But he can very quickly navigate if he needs to.
Yeah. Morgoth, finally. We're checking out Morgoth, the young man who netted himself $250,000, representing the Rift Raiders here, so he has a big responsibility. Rift Raiders currently at 0 points after the European showcase. Let's see what Morgoth can do here to change that tide.
You can just hear the suppressed shots, the boogie bombs. I mean,
they're 72 hours.
Oh, wow, he takes down 72 hours?
Can you believe it?
Aiden, you monster, stop! Gosh!
One of the great innovators of Fortnite, 72 hours, top player for sure, gets taken out by Ghost Aiden, playing on console with controller.
That's right. King Richard finds an elimination there, and look, now Courage is moving. Oh, wow, he just flew by the team right there. I don't even know if they saw him or not. But now Courage is like, hey, I'm bailing. Look, this is Ghost Aiden. He's in the storm. It's taking for so long. He
doesn't want the bandages, though. Look how low his AR ammo is. And that's going to be it.
He had the grappler.
How many eliminations did he get, I wonder? I mean, we saw these 3.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yep.
But now look, Margosi now here. He's got the Porta Fortress. Back over to Courage. I mean, dude, we're still at 33, now 31 players. I mean, this number continues to change down to 29, 25.
All the action. Look at the bottom of your screen. It is literally just a wave of text right now, lost in the storm. I see some Liquid people. I see Reverse 2K playing themselves in the storm as well. At least 10 people just got lost in the storm. It goes to show the importance of those early rotations. Courage hits the jump pad and rotates early. Liquid Chat
Symphony
from Amaze Symphony. I believe that was Amaze, actually.
Amaze,
Symphony picked up as another one.
Amaze takes him down, and Symphony finds an elimination in Monster D-Phase. Oh, my goodness. I mean, we talked about this Fallout. Anytime the circle gets this claustrophobic, you're going to find eliminations left and right. And We went from 20, what was it, like 34 players to 25, now to 14.
Yeah, unbelievable. And look at this, Dimes is down, so one member of E United, Amaze is the last up. He wants to go for the revive potentially. And check out Courage in Typical Gamer. They have 6 eliminations between the two of them at least. And they're still alive. They have the opportunity to sit here and place as well. They spot Morgoth. Needs to watch his back here, but Courage, what an opportunity to make a statement here by holding the throne and getting a first place finish.
Dude, Ghost DMO is still alive and running around. This, I mean, he's a Fortnite himself, but wow, this guy is extremely deadly. Ghost Bizzle is farther down below.
Look how hurt he is, but he's still playing with such aggression. Finally gonna get down. Ghost Bizzle still alive though. Can Bizzle go big? Meanwhile, on board of Symphony, the self-proclaimed best editor in the game. Phenomenal editing videos from Symphony. Big shout out to him. As we're on board, he has high ground, and he's gonna hold that high ground. Demo gets taken out. Bizzle does take out Zoof from C9 though, coming from Chicago. Zoof gets taken out. Tendon's alive. Snood takes out Pug. Pog, I believe, in Typical Gamer finally gets taken out by Zoof. What is going on right now? What an amazing
So, I don't know if you
gameplay.
saw, but Courage JD took down Ghost DML. And I believe Typical Gamer went down as well to the likes of Ghost. It was probably another member. It was so fast I couldn't see it, but man, this is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, Symphony and Snood, his teammate, still alive here, and with high grounds. This is getting nuts. Bizzle's still alive. He takes out Courage. So the Dusty Dogs here performing in game number 1. Ghost Bizzle, one of the most clutch players in the game. I've seen him do some disgusting things in Tilted Towers and elsewhere, is finally going to get shut down by Morgoth. But what an effort from Bizzle to secure his team a potential top 5 finish.
Look at everyone still down below. Margossi, Zexro. I mean, these guys up top with Snood. Symphony, Painful. It's 6 players left. I believe it is a 2v1, v1, v1.
Yeah, here comes the push. Painful, representing VGJ for the first time under that tag with the new org backed by Jeremy Lin, is alive still. So Painful with a great start. Let's see what he can do if he can stay alive here. He has a campfire out. And
oh,
wow.
Look, the preemptive. Okay, so he's bouncing just in case they brought the whole structure down. But now, oh, the Porta Fortress goes down. And we talked about it, man. You can now edit that entire space. And look, he's just trying to jump down. He's trying to get down there to secure this last elimination. He's going to be in the storm. It's on his right. I don't think he saw him. He's right there.
He's healing his tendons in a campfire.
Oh.
Again, there you have it. Ghost Snood and Symphony in game number 1 come out on top with a near perfect game. Look at them, barely even touched in that last storm. And if you're a fan of the Dusty Dogs, you're on top of the world right now as Symphony and Ghost Snood are going to start off strong.
Be there. But yeah, I mean, with the fall skirmish, man, it's big. It's badder than ever. There's so much to do. So many people are going to walk away with something. We hope you guys at home are enjoying the action.
I'm just glad that CDN the Third is on the Dusty Dogs.
Is a Dusty Dog?
Yeah, because he is the king of Dusty.
The king of Dusty.
And he's showing it. Represent the Dusty Dogs. If you're a CDN the Tenant fan, make sure to show some support for Dusty Dogs. Let us know your allegiance. But we are kicking off game number 2 here. And speaking of standings, we'll get you guys an update as fast as we can. But as of the end of the EU standings, we had Bush Bandits in first place with 530. Dusty Dogs 395 points right now. So Bush Bandits and Dusty Dogs leading the way.
And, you know, it's fun to talk about is the fact that, like, whenever we get our placements, right, and people are earning these club points, let's say, hypothetically, Rift Raiders, an entire squad of Rift Raiders takes, like, all 10 spots. That's all those points going to Rift Raiders. So literally at any moment, the standings are going to change. We're going to see the standings change during the week as people are competing during the trials. I mean, there's just so much to do. There's so much action to be had, and it all ends at TwitchCon.
Amazing.
Dude, it's going to be an awesome journey. I can't wait. But look, Liquid, again, landing at Wailing Wood. So didn't they used to, I believe have they always landed Wailing or they, no, okay, it's always Wailing, and then Myth used to always land Lonely Lodge.
Again, Aiden, no Nick Merckx in Tilted Tower.
Where is
awesome.
Nick Merckx?
Hashtag where is Miss Nick Merckx? It's like, where's Waldo?
Dude, Greasy Grove is a hotspot again. I believe that's where he is.
Yeah, we'll see in a little bit. Of course, 72 Hours also on Bush Bandits, by the way. So they're in first place as of the EU standings. And guess what? They have 72 Hours. They have Ninja, Cypher, some amazing talent here in North America. So Bush Bandits in a great position to hold on to that first place spot. And look at that.
There he is.
Nick Merckx and Greasy again.
Woo!
We have a new Nick Merckx here today, my friends. And he is looking to take his throne as the king of Greasy Grove.
Dude, so Saint is here. Myth is here. And I believe to his left is, okay, so Pupper is there. Yeah, there you go. Courage and Typical Gamer. These
What a stacked city.
Yeah, this
POI.
is scary. I would leave if I knew if they knew what we knew. I would bail.
if they knew what we knew. Luckily, they don't. And guess what? That means we're gonna get an awesome breakdown of action here. Nick versus Myth versus Courage. Can you believe it? Wow.
And it looks like they're actually disengaging.
Yeah, interesting decision here. They should have all the confidence in the world too. If I'm Courage after that performance in game one.
Yeah, I mean they show up and like you said, they dropped a bunch.
What's
of
going on here? Nick Merckx on PC. I'm confused.
No. Oh. No.
Oh, spectator client.
Yep.
Right,
so this is part of the spectator client. Yeah,
I was about to say, that's why he's not tilted. It's not Nick Merckx.
No.
Never mind.
It's
not
fake
starting
Merckx.
rumors. It is Nick Merckx. The
No.
spectator client is what we see. We don't see their gameplay.
Yeah. It's just like a slight visual bug there. But don't worry about that. It's all gonna be fixed and it's all gonna become better. But
Nick is still playing on console with the controller.
Yeah.
Let's see what he can do. Double barrel in his hands right now. He loves that weapon.
So literally everyone bailed from Greasy. Look at the team. They must have rifted because they're moving fast. Wait, someone else is coming back.
Is that Myth?
Oh, that's Pupper's teammate.
Wow.
Pupper's teammate is like very rapidly moving toward Greasy Grove.
So interesting situation. Myth, Courage, Saint, all typical gamer, all rotate outside of Greasy. It's like they don't have confidence against the console gang and Nick Merckx over here. I don't know.
That's a good question. I mean, you got to assume once you see a player here, they're probably going to come back. Maybe they're just opting for like early rotations. You talked a lot about that. Yep. I mean, okay, because look, check out the circle, dude. You got to. You got to move.
That's a great point. Yeah, good breakdown there. And yeah, in chatting with a lot of these players, almost every single one of them opts for a passive early game with an aggressive mid game or when opportunities arise. So that's going to show right here with the very intelligent plays to back out to reset and to value your life.
There's still 91 players in the game.
Wow.
There is 91 players in this game right now. Hogman taking shots from Laquan. Beautiful. Just a beautiful man, that Laquan.
That's for sure. And inside and out.
Oh, yeah. It's funny, like, as we sit here and kind of, like, move through players, I find myself thinking back to PAX. And I didn't, unfortunately, get to meet all the players. I really wanted to meet as many as I could.
If you guys see Zeke in an event, go say hi to him, is what he's saying.
Absolutely, please. I would love to meet all of you. You guys, I think you guys are just, everyone in the competitive community are all impressive people. And Hogman specifically, we're about to go live, and he was, like, walking somewhere, and he was just like, "Hey, Zeke," and I looked over and I saw it. I was like, "Oh my God, Hogman!"
That's awesome.
And then he was going somewhere, and we were about to do like a cast or something, and I was like, "Man, yeah." I thought it was. I mean, I was.
I gotta say, I've heard that Hogman attends local Fortnite tournaments and shows up just for the fans. I heard he went to a local Fortnite Fridays tournament at his store in Dallas and showed up and participated, hung out with those guys. The fact that he takes the time to do that says a lot about him. I know Envy Sketch on Team Envious did the same thing. Big shout out to Envy Sketch, repping Team Envy.
Whew. Even Nate Hill, man. I got to meet Nate Hill, and like for me, I was like awestruck. Like people were like, "Why? Like we should be awestruck of you," and I'm like, "Nah, dude, you guys are legends. The honor is mine."
Amazing. You are the face of Skirmish.
Oh my gosh.
Meanwhile, Monster D-Face. Great people. Speaking of faces, Monster D-Face against FaZe Yellow. Yellow, a recent addition to the FaZe clan. Gonna get tagged up here. Nice shots from Monster using his right-hand advantage, but he's gonna get hurt. So in a world of pain right now is Monster D-Face. No heals to his name though. He's gonna rely on his teammate. Look for that number 33 if it exists. I don't know if I think he might be alone.
He goes for the edit. Oh, cannot follow up though. Jared FPS takes him down.
And Jared representing Mixer as a platform. He's a Mixer streamer and content creator. He's going to get taken out as well by One Shot Girl, I believe. iHezzy TV.
Yep.
We talked about him before. Young man from Chicago looking to make a name for himself.
So now Hezzy TV and Reverse are going to hone in on One Shot Girl, so we'll watch the kill feed there. But look at Margosi. He is, it's Ghost Aiden.
I love it. The winner versus the mayor of Tilted Towers from Summer Skirmish PAX West Finals.
Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think is going to go down here? He goes for the play.
Oh my goodness, Ghost Aiden! You are an animal against a flying Morgoth, #1 champion of PAX West Summer Skirmish, and Ghost Aiden hits the shot, ice in his veins, and connects for the elimination. Well played from Aiden.
That was absolutely incredible. Aiden completely slaying out. Just typical Aiden. This is another day in the life of Aiden. He just wakes up and slays out. That's
it's unbelievable. One of the most accurate Fortnite players in existence is Ghost Aiden. Well played from him. What a story he is. If you're not following that man on Twitter, you absolutely have to. One of our top Twitch streamers now. The man had less than 1,000 followers on Twitter before PAX West. Now he has over 40,000 followers. It's just an amazing story. He deserves every bit of it.
That is actually impressive. I mean, I actually did get to talk to him, and he's a super sweet dude. But taking a look at the current scoreboard, Heroine's there. One Shot Girl we see is down as well. Over to Hezzy TV. So this is back in Paradise Palms. So they did manage to clean up. Yeah, they managed to clean up One Shot Girl. I just noticed there's a now entering Paradise sign. I don't know why I've never seen that before.
Either.
I guess because I land like on top of the hotel and I like try to do my best to hold it down.
You and I both actually.
Try is a keyword there.
You know what? Paradise is low key like a secondary Tilted Towers. It's a fun fight. It's the buildings are similar. I love Paradise Palms. If you have not landed Paradise Palms in a while or ever, in the chat, I recommend you check it out.
I also like there's a place very close by that a lot of people have different names for. I call it Pueblo.
Pueblo. Yeah, we agreed with that when we cast the PAX West. I'm the same.
Yeah, I love Pueblo, dude. I go there. Yep. I go there every time.
Yeah, it's a good spot.
Actually, no, I don't. I don't go there ever.
Every single time. If you want to fight and eliminate this man, go there. Meanwhile, Port of Fortress, Parallax of 100 Thieves. Big shot to Nate Shot and 100 Thieves organization against Courage of Optic Gaming. Nate Shot's former organization here. Big 1-versus-1. As Parallax does have height advantage. Typical Gamer a little bit trapped here with the storm approaching. It's dangerous.
Parallax is engaging Courage JD. And look, so Courage was near Parallax. He opts to disengage, moves back toward his teammate. I mean, yeah, you don't want to face off against Parallax and Kenneth. But look, Popper and Hogman are here.
Oh boy, big fight here. 100 Thieves versus Complexity. Parallax gonna miss the first shotgun shot. Envy Lane picks up one, but ultimately, you look at the building, defensive building, and the grappler disengaged from Parallax. Well played from him, and he's gonna live to see another day here as Hogman is touched up.
That was disgusting. Utilizing the grappler to literally change. Okay.
What?
Okay. Oh gosh. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Parallax is actually a Dusty Dog, so if you're a Dusty Dog fan, you need to be blowing up the chat right now.
With the emote, especially. How did he survive the rocket, I want to know?
I believe it hit the space behind him.
Which I thought with splash damage would hurt him.
No, like there was another space behind him. Yeah, sorry. I wasn't clear.
He's in a good spot here. Meanwhile, Typical Gamer and Courage, speaking of good spots, sitting with height advantage right now. Courage still alive. Look at this fight. Multiple layers, multiple orgs. Parallax takes out one. That's it could be Pupper. And he gets the elim. Meanwhile, Hogman takes out Kenneth.
It's literally a 1v1, but Courage...
1v1 between Hogman, Parallax, and Typical Gamer, I believe, in this one.
Well, Courage is still here. He's down below. You can see, looking at the top right. Yeah, there he's up.
There
he's
up 2v1. Yep, I think we did see Parallax get taken out.
Hogman effectively has like 103 HP. Maybe. Maybe.
Unbelievable. Wow. That's a great breakdown of plays right there. 37 seconds left till the circle, and the storm will be collapsing.
Nice.
And there's the disengage coming through. Courage and Typical Gamer have been playing very smart with their disengages.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think that's definitely the smart move here. It's like, especially because the storm is going to come in 20 seconds. Just bail. You need to make your way. Look at where the circle is. It's all the way over by Gus. You have so far to run.
Yep. And Envy Lane takes out one at the bottom left of your screen. And here's the thing, I agree with you given the circle and the timing. But if you didn't have the pressure of the storm behind you, I think you take your 2-versus-1. You got to know the numbers advantage. You got to see at the bottom left of your screen that Parallax got taken out. And you got to know, hey, we're in a... Oh, no, Parallax is still up. Yes, he is. All right. So it looks like Kenneth and Parallax are both alive. Are good to go.
I guess they must have just disengaged that fight.
Yeah, I thought Kenneth got taken out, but I think they're good. So, interesting. E-United, 100 Thieves, both still alive.
There's 69 players left in the lobby. I just don't understand how this is happening.
Wow.
There's so many people left alive. Got Ashton, Jack, Creo.
Yep. Ghost Bizzle and Demo. Is it Demo as well? Still alive. So everyone shows a lot of respect. A lot of the pro players, especially, even Poach and a lot of these folks I was talking to, kind of mentioned Ghost Gaming, some of the most mechanically skilled players in terms of how just aggressive they are all the time, and it shows. Let's see what Demo and Bizzle can do. Speaking of talented, United Ashton. On board with him right now. Look at this circle. So many people alive and starting to collapse towards that last circle, which will be a Paradise Palms finish.
I freaking hope so. Look at this guy, Nate Hill, the legend. I love this guy so much. He's just a completely consistent player.
Oh, it's Ginger Pop.
No, it's, Ginger Pop.
Yeah, very consistent. One of the most consistent we have, actually. What a story he's had. You know, really the rise in fame with FaZe Clan. First off at the Ninja Chicago event, which he took first place, and really he's been performing ever since at every summer skirmish after.
Yeah. I mean, he's just an awesome player. The likes of Annihilus as well.
She's amazing too.
Yeah. We saw her during the summer skirmish. She played a lot with High Distortion. Man, she is a phenomenal. She's also a controller player. She's phenomenal.
Is she a controller player?
Yep.
I had no idea. Annihilus. That's impressive.
Oh, yeah.
I knew she was great. I thought she was a PC player, though.
Ha! There you go. That's how good she is.
Exactly.
Got him.
Tricked me, Annihilus. Well done. Speaking of High Distortion, we just saw him on our screen as well. He's still alive. Rogue 00 Flower still alive as well. So we got some big names here. Ghost Bizzle, Ghost Thieves.
TSM Myths was lost in the storm.
Ooh.
FPS takes down Pookie Face. Tyler's takes down Liquid Chap and confirms elimination. Liquid 72 Hours takes down Tyler's. Wow. There's so much happening. We've only gone down to 62 players. Fallout, I don't understand.
I love it. I don't understand. I don't get it, but I love it.
I love it.
Fun to watch so far. On board with Annihilate. 62 left in this one. This is only match number 2, by the way, as you see on your screen. We got a lot of great Fortnite coming ahead. 6 matches today. Each match awards points. Leader in points gets club points at the end of it all, and a nice cash prize pool.
That's right, man. King Rich over there with Chica Live. All right, so now we've got our new safe zone. It's not terribly far away, but you need to start making these rotations. Look how many players at the very edge of the storm inside retail. I mean, even taking a look at the mats, right? Phase replay is looking pretty good. Ammo count looks great. Health looks pretty good.
Look at this. Opting not for the grappler. Phase replays. He was part of Phase Clan. He should be going for 360 no scopes. No,
I agree. No, I agree with 100%.
With the grappler in your hands, you're not going to take it.
That's right.
Keep an eye, though. They're actually right next to King Richard and Chica Live. So I believe our 2 co-ed teams. There might be more than 2. But 2 of our co-ed teams in this one, right next to each other here. We might see an engagement.
There it is, the launch. And look, this is within the gravity zone, so you're going places if you do this. Bouncer while in gravity zone. Whew. Look at this,
NRG Zate. So much respect for this player. And what a story he has been. He is a funny dude, by the way, as well. But now an individual player. Let's see what he's doing here. I think he's teaming with one of the Envy boys.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep, it's going to be Envy Linane. So Envy Linane of Team Envy. Gorilla's also alive, I believe. Nate Hill and Funk Bomb, the duo as well.
Look at that. Punisher and Nibs up top. I mean, there's so many people here.
And Zate's on my Lucky Llamas, who I'm rooting for here. So let's see what you can do, Zate. All eyes on you. Courage, of course, of Lucky Llamas. Nick Merck's on Lucky Llamas as well. We got a pretty stacked Lucky Llamas group, if I say so myself. But currently sitting at 4th place as of EU standings. Ghost Thweefo, not Thief. Ghost Thweefo currently with Monster rotating over as well.
And now this is time. We got to start moving. It's going to be a minute and a half before the storm overtakes this entire zone. Someone in the back goes down there. Looks like Liquid 72 Hours takes out Flame. And look, Chica Live is there behind. Thweefo is mid-air taking shots. That's crazy. I love these grab zones, by the way. They are so much fun.
A blast. An absolute blast. We all remember Summer Skirmish in PAX West and how awesome that engagement was, where people are flying through the air. And now we get to see a little bit of a teaser of that as well. The FPS of CLG, Counter Logic Gaming, pushing up. Approaching Ghost Gaming, so we got some powerhouses here in this one. Courage, of course, I'm not sure if he got taken out or is still alive. We'll keep a close eye on it. 72 hours, though, still in this one.
Man, he took a big hit there, high distortion. He's dropped very low. Thweefo basically has 32 HP. I mean, that's not much.
He's playing so aggressive for how weak he is. If he gets tagged for 1 AR bullet in the head, he's done for.
I mean, it's really not that. I mean, that's an occurrence, right? You just you look up, you see someone firing out of a box or 1 by 1, you just take a shot, and it's like, oh well, I guess I just eliminated a player. Cool.
Here is Thief. So FaZe Clan, big 1v. Look at Thweefo pushing this 1 versus 1, and he has almost like an 1/8 of the health that Thief's had. Now it's about equal. What a performance from Thweefo so far. I mean, I don't know about a performance, but the aggression. You like to see it.
I mean, typically, man, if you play aggressive, it's either going to go 1 of 2 ways. It's going to go really well or it's going to go really bad. And Thweefo is making everything work to his advantage here. Again, with 32 HP, might I add.
High risk, high reward, I think is the best definition of that. 32 HP, like you said. 34 HP, sorry. 33 HP. Sorry, math. 30. Tough.
Wait, 32? 33.
33
okay.
HP.
Math is hard.
Yep, difficult thing. Wait, look at this. Nick Merck's still alive. We haven't talked about him in a while. And he has a double barrel shotgun to his name. No
and a grappler.
No assault rifle though, so he's opting for the double barrel only play here.
Well, he's got the burst rifle.
The burst, yeah, but he can't switch directly to that burst. Oh no, not gonna matter. Look at that.
I don't know what that was. I didn't see it. I didn't see any of it.
Me either.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's a rips in the chat, please. So sorry, Nick Merck.
Rips to the M-Fam, but one match 2. We saw him start slow at Summer Skirmish and have a killer game number 5, I believe it was, at Summer Skirmish, where he popped off and secured himself an in-the-money placement. So Nick down, but certainly never out.
Look at
Drunky,
this.
gonna get 1. Brother of Dakota's, aka Dark, as mentioned. Ghost Saf and Ghost Ghoul, the duo here as well. Bizzle's gonna knock out Liquid Strafes. He's gonna do it.
Look how many Creo takes down Annihilate. Tempo is here as well. Back over to him. 72 Hours takes down Chica Live. High Assertion takes out Monster.
This is a replay, actually.
Oh, that's right.
That was in the past, as we're watching what Tempo did with some beautiful explodes action. Look at that. I think that's a double limb for Tempo with explodes, and then we're going to stick on board with him as he has the hot hand right now.
Look how many people are still here, man. 45 players. No, so I like this circle because there's a small chunk of it that is like overlooking the cliff there. That's hard to build against.
I feel like every time I look at the bottom of my screen, I see an Envy name pop up as they've been playing well.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going to happen here. VV Punisher takes out C9 Top Boy. A lot of fights, a lot of action at the bottom left of your screen. Keep a close eye on that as you're watching if some of your favorite players are still in it. On board with Geomach and Tempo, the FaZe Clan duo. We're going to jump on board with Ham Hart.
Hart is a great player. Look at this. Utilizing that grappler to very quickly jump over to loot. He still has 7 more. There you go. Okay. Whoa, the builds here.
What is the DPI guy plays on?
I don't know. He's so fast.
Look at the edits, too. Clean edits. I like what I'm seeing from Hart so far. Meanwhile, a couple kills. Our eliminations to be picked up for Envy Gorilla gets taken out by Pog. Jack of United takes out Rogue 00 Flower. So Rogue is currently downed and out by Jack. Shivzy out as well on Cloud9. He's going to jump on board of Jack here as he's performing.
He's trying to close in here. So his teammates very close by. Man, that's Stink Bomb. He's putting in work. If there's a quick edit there, and Hey, I'm Hart finds Bo!
Look at a pure 1 versus 2 for Hey, I'm Hart, and he takes out both of them. What a play from Hart. A pure shotgun in your face, 1 versus 2. Unbelievable stuff.
He just man-moded them. That's crazy.
That was amazing. Well played. You don't see that very often.
27 players left. Oh, so the circle is now moving back inland. Oh, that makes me sad.
Well, you're hoping they're going to have to build over water?
Yes.
Does that happen? Is that a thing? Is that possible?
I've never seen it.
Me either.
So I hope it is. That'd be cool.
It'd be like you have to create an island for yourself at that point.
Yeah.
This is like Bob the Builder or something.
Something like that. And now look, he's got the double barrel that you saw they had a rift to go. So we got Harrian's crowd out. Exhaust, it looks like he's by himself, so it's pro. Nibs and Punisher up top, at least on this half of the map. We've got 30 seconds before the Storm decides to move again. Man, it's starting to come down to the wire here. There's still so many players. 27, especially as now, like, because of where they are on the map, the way they have to move is basically all together, right? You see kind of there's one of the yellow triangles up there on that mountain. He just has to jump down. But everyone else is very close near each other by Gus.
Like what I'm seeing on Nibs, though, really smart play, just holding their high ground. They're, of course, going to have to rotate pretty far, I believe. But they have a rift. Oh, look at that, yeah, rift to go. They'll be in a safe spot. They can have a late rotation if they want, and then they can actually jump someone who has high ground. Instead, they go for a somewhat early rotation, and now they get to just decide where they want to land here. Important communication is key right now to make sure they land in the same spot. If I'm them, I'm jumping right on top of Jay Cuddy and B-Sox. Oh, 100%. Take that high ground right from them. They're going to do exactly that here. Here comes the builds. Big fight about to go down. They're going to miss the opportunity to get high ground, and now that might cost them as Jay Cuddy and B-Sox in a good position to hold that high ground.
Now look, there's catacombs built down below, so they just dip down and they start to replace walls as they can because they don't own any of this.
Yep. And to explain what that means, you want to destroy opponent walls, which are red, and build your own walls to gain possession of that wall, which means you can edit through that, and really that gives you entire control of that area in fights. That's exactly what they're going to do here. Well played from Nibs' team. Meanwhile, a couple fights breaking down elsewhere.
See someone go down there, down to 25 players. And again, man, here in 45 seconds, we've seen the Storm circle. The new safe zone is shifted. It's down south, so players are going to have to navigate. Luckily, not against the mountain, because typically when players move against the mountain wins 99% of the time.
Yeah, that's for sure. I would have loved to see that opportunity to take out Jay Cuddy, who's performed really well at PAX West himself. Instead, they missed the jump by just an inch.
Yeah, you saw he very quickly like put up a 1-by-1 in their face and was like, nah.
That's a nice thing. I think it's really balanced. Great audio balance there for when you're rifting or jump padding. You can hear it coming from a mile away, which I think is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about balance, right? It's like,
balance,
sure, you have this mobility tool, but everyone knows that you're doing it now.
Exactly. On board with Brush. 25 people alive, and the rotation's coming through. Look at this. No. They have to get going. They have to get going quick. The Storm's right behind them. I expect that 25 to diminish really quickly, much like we saw in game number 1 here any minute. Brush getting stuck and tagged up from behind here. That might be his life.
Look how close everyone is right now. They're just desperately trying to move into the new safe zone. We're down at 24. Funk Bomb has gone down to Ghost Bizzle.
Bizzle still alive. see what he can do here.
Ghost School takes down Nate Hill. Fallout.
So the Ghost Squad in a pretty good spot here, showing up once again. We saw them go huge at PAX West, and they're doing it again. E United's a maze. Gets taken out, so does Dimes. Good night, E United in match number 2. Let's see what Ghost Bizzle can do here. Such a smart player, such a great mechanical player. He is just difficult to take out.
And now we are still at only 19 players. We've only lost 6 players, and now we have to move back into the Storm.
Yeah, crazy.
I believe someone just got knocked by Storm. I think they got launched. I think someone sent Punisher into the Storm.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. And Ghost Bizzle in a pretty bad spot here, and he just knows how to get out of horrible situations. Let's see if he can do it here. It's going to be pretty tough to do. Look, everyone has high ground over him, but somehow just manages to stay alive again. He's low on mats, though. Take a look at that. Only about 350 mats total.
Ghost Saf gets knocked down and eliminated. Look at this. There's players. Oh, he's against the mountain. This is what we talked about. You have to move up the mountain. You cannot just try. I mean, if you start slipping down the mountain, there's no way. That's it. You're going to be eliminated. Especially when the Storm ticks for 10 now. It's going to be rough.
Incredibly true. Zoof was very vocal about what he learned at PAX West, which was mats. You need to have mats for late game, and this is a prime example of why. I think it's going to be a matter of resources here. Whoever can outmat the other team can maybe potentially win this. Jay Cuddy in a good spot to do that, as they do have high ground. Vape Jesus right now, currently mid-ground, tunneling up with his teammate. In a pretty decent spot here. Trying to gain possession of everything they possibly can. Will they drop here? Look at that. Ghost School literally right below him. And they recognize it. It's going to be Zexro that picks up an elimination on Ghost Ghoul. Well played from Zexro, the teammate of Vape Jesus here.
And now, with the Storm, they start moving again. The players are dropping like flies here. 9 remain left. Cuddy's still up top with the high ground.
Easy money for Cuddy. Look who's still alive. It's Symphony, the winner of match number 1. Jay Cuddy in a great position to win this one. Symphony gets taken out. That's Demo who gets at least a double and is still alive. Demo is popping off right now.
It's just Demo.
Demo, it is. 2 versus 1 here. All up to Demo. He is tagged up. He is hurt in a very tough position. Rockets at his face. Not much he can do here. Let's see if he can make magic happen as Demo's going to get taken out. Well played by B-Sox and Jay Cuddy. And keep in mind here, they were this close to getting taken out by the Rift from Nibs earlier on.
That was incredible. Well played from them. It is right now. The Battle Bus is launching, so keep in mind this is our 3rd game. We have 3 more games to cast.
Amazing.
What?
I love it. I absolutely love it.
I don't know if my heart can take it.
You and I both, as we're looking at Haunted Hills. Speaking of hearts, if your heart doesn't take it, you might end up here. So be careful. Haunted Hills.
I'll be one of these little tombstones.
Is there like an Easter egg? Is your name in the game somewhere?
No.
I would have loved if they put like double pump. Which, you know, of course, the double pump, the switch back and forth feature is in the graveyard. I would have loved if they put that on a grave. I'm just late. Pete, Dude, if you're watching, my friend.
If they put me in this game, I will cry.
My friend,
I would
you're about to have an emote, a Twitch emote.
That I'm not sure of. That Maybe. I'm not 100%
You deserve it. Absolutely. But as we said, guys, please use hashtag Fall Skirmish. Answer that question about the meta. Make sure to tag us so we can see what you're saying. We're checking our Twitter and we're responding in between breaks at Fallout and at Zekamis Prime. That's Fallout with 2 T's and Zekamis Prime on Twitter, guys. Let's jump into the action here. Keep engaging. Let us know your thoughts. Yeah, I love it. We're jumping on board with Poach. I called them out as part of the Lucky Llamas. I haven't seen him go huge just yet. I want to see what Poach and his teammate, Not Vivid. Is he the winningest player in skirmish history? I think.
Not Vivid, yes. I believe so. He's the most winningest.
The most winningest player.
The most winningest. Look at this. They land in containers. I like this landing.
Yeah, very smart draw. You get a lot of loot, a lot of mats. If you get to yourself, you're leaving there in a pretty good spot. There's also a vending machine. People don't prioritize vending machines as much as they should. And look at that, Ninja. Wait, knocked out Kayum, but then got knocked out by General. So that's what happened. Ninja is gone again. Match number 3 here. Ninja gets taken out early.
Wow, that is a rough start
there.
there.
I personally, especially in the early game of Fortnite, I consider Ninja to be a top 5 player. And, you know, it's an interesting conversation. Would love to hear people in the chat's thoughts. You know, I think not being at Summer Skirmish maybe set him behind a little bit. Of course, he's still unbelievable, the greatest entertainer of our generation. But as a top 5 pro player, I wonder if not being at Summer Skirmish hurt him a little bit. Of course, we'll see how he performs the rest of this. We still have 5 matches to go. 4 matches.
You know, it's a tough spot to be in. I guess the other thing to count for is, dude, we're putting basically some of the best competitors in the entire world in a lobby and saying, hey, fight it out. So
exactly, it's tough to do.
Yeah, you know, I don't even know that it's, you know, that it's not that he missed Summer Skirmish. I just think that there's just so much talent here that
that's a great point.
It's just anyone's game.
Speaking of which,
oh my gosh,
we're back, baby.
Marks?
Don't worry, M-Fam. We're back. Nick in
Is this
Tilted,
real life?
in Castle. Okay, order is restored, my friends. Nick
Oh my
is back.
gosh, suddenly everything in the world just seems much brighter and there's more color. Is this what I've been missing?
Flying across this. This is nuts. This is amazing. The stars are aligning.
Mercs. Now here's a question: is Aiden here?
That's a great question.
I'm scared to find out.
See, Geomach and Tempo taking out Horrify and
Parallax.
Morgoth.
Aiden is actually down?
We just got the word. Aiden is out of this one. So once again, we said order is restored. Order is definitely restored. Nick Mercs has the opportunity here to regain his throne as the king of Tilted. Let's see what he can do here. General, who's performed really well in the early game to take out Cypher.
And
so
this
Ninja
must
and
be,
Cypher
yep.
both out again. This is the replay. Well played. It was all General all day.
Wow. And look, he had just gone down. And Ninja couldn't confirm that elimination. That was close. But look at this. Greasy Boy, Courage JD. Here, so is Hogman and Pupper?
Is it rude for me to call Courage a greasy boy? Like I feel like that's derogatory.
that's what he calls it. He says be part of the Greasy Boys.
All
that's
right,
why I don't feel bad.
Okay, I feel better then because I feel like I'm like calling him something. All right. Greasy boys, snobby. We got the snobby boys. Shout out to Bay Soldier and Strugs and snobby boys. We got the greasy boys. I love it.
He is a greasy boy. I'm gonna hit him up later and be like, yo, this is what Fallout said this about you. How do you feel about this?
That's why I asked first. I clarified. You know?
No, you're good. He calls himself a greasy boy.
All right, good. I feel a little bit better now. Speaking of greasy people, no, okay, I can't say that. Speaking of people that like to land greasy, Hogman and Pupper against Courage right now. 2 versus 1. Typical gamer going on the wide flank. That's one thing that people do not prioritize enough, is wide angle flanks in this game. And 2 versus 1 numbers advantages. We see that a lot in other games and other titles, as finally they're going to miss their opportunity to take Courage in the 2v1.
Man, and Courage fell down there, took a bunch of damage. As you saw, he edited the floor. It was a half floor, so when he put it up, they were able to just kind of shoot over it because it wasn't a full floor. So that's kind of what happened. That's what you saw him drop down.
Exactly. Complexity, Pupper, and Hogman. We talked about them earlier. A lot of respect for this too. These two pro players, as they are currently sitting up top of Burger Restaurant, the Durr Burger, which, by the way, the Durr Burger in PAX West, delicious.
Dude, it's so good. It was so good.
I'm sorry, but the chicken sandwich was my favorite part, which technically a chicken sandwich is like a chicken burger sometimes. People say that, so it's still living up its name. Delicious stuff.
Those were so good.
Yeah, I want to go back there.
I actually did a really, a really silly review of a Durr Burger, and we played it at PAX.
You did I saw that actually on the big screen. You got to do a review. That's almost like the pizza review.
Kind of.
Oh, my God. One bite, you know the rules. Jeez. Everyone knows the rules. That's crazy.
There you go. That's if you've missed out on PAX, you were missing out on a lot. There was a lot of things that happened. I also got my butt handed to me in mini golf by Courage and dude.
You were horrible. What was that all about, man?
Oh God!
Check out those. Are those videos on YouTube now? I hope they are.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Please.
Speaking of
Look
100,
this man Zeke at mini golf at PAX West, he was atrocious. I mean, literally, managed to go off course. I mean, if you're playing a regular game of golf, it's understandable because you can shank.
Yeah.
But in mini golf, how do you go off course?
Dude,
as often as you
I got obliterated.
Doesn't make any sense.
I'm not even gonna spoil it for you. Just go watch it yourself.
You
and
have to
tweet me about it
later. That was
the
best experiential anything I've ever seen. It was amazing. The Lazy Links experience, the whole Fortnite experience at PAX West. They rented out a parking lot across the street from my apartment, which is the most cool thing in the world.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, that was awesome. And one of the best experiences I've ever seen in gaming. It was great. It was awesome.
Just wait for TwitchCon.
No way. Oh
it's going to be baller. That's where it all ends. Don't forget.
I can't believe it. Hopefully more of the same and more of the better. At TwitchCon, we'll see.
We will. But check this out, man. Hogman and Pupper are taking shots. Pupper dropped.
He's hurt.
Super
Nick
low.
A30, former Summer Skirmish caster.
Yeah.
Awesome guy.
Dude.
YouTube streamer.
Nick A30, I'm going to say this, and I'm comfortable saying this. One of the nicest, I mean the nicest.
He's Canadian.
The nicest man I've ever met in my whole life. I'm talking the nicest.
The nicest
no one's
of your
nicer.
entire life?
In my entire life. He was so nice.
Like, how about your mom, your dad?
They're
nice people?
They're not Nick A30.
Not
man.
Nick A30.
They're not Nick A30.
Wow.
True story.
Unbelievable. He is, yeah. So you could just tell watching his streams. Humble,
genuine,
kind,
yeah.
Smart, intelligent, brings things down very well. Big shot to Nick A30. Let's see if he can play though. Spaceline, his teammate gonna take out Pupper. Well played for starters. And now Nick A30, some defensive building. He is one of the most analytical players. Now he's gonna be going up against Saint to his right. Myth and Saints to their right. 2 versus 2 fight.
Saint wasn't here, so Myth was by himself in Greasy, so Saint must have done. They must have split landing. Yeah.
Saint's there behind him.
No, but I'm saying he wasn't there to start. So I think he just got here.
There. All right, here we go. Myth, look at the aggression. Myth is playing the high ground a little too high. He might lose his footing and take some fall damage. I know Myth loves himself some fall damage. Meanwhile, it's going to be Nick A30 trying to get some high ground. What an epic battle. Nick A30 versus Myth. Myth's going to get lower ground, going to turtle up a little bit towards the low side. Meanwhile, keep your eye on the bottom left of your screen. Chat picks up one if you're a Liquid Chat fan, but we got to watch this fight ensue. Myth and Saint. playing aggressive here. You love the aggression from Myth, who also, speaking of great individuals, great players, and just positive people all around.
Yep.
I love watching his streams.
Myth is so I've actually known Myth since he pretty much got started. He started streaming Paragon back in the day.
Amazing.
And I got to meet him, and then one day he just exploded, and he was just the guy. And I was like, dude, I remember when you played Paragon. And he was like, it's different now. It's like, yeah, I know.
Just a little bit. Oh, what is this?
It's the Porta-Fortress.
As if he didn't have high ground enough, he's going to give himself even more high ground. I don't know why exactly. Maybe he just wanted to make sure that they couldn't knock the cover underneath him. Now Myth is going to be trying to get some high ground of his own.
You saw him, man. That was crazy. Yeah, so Porta-Fortress, that's a fun new game. Item added to the game, rather.
What a play.
Wow. Nick A30 cracks back with the SMG and takes down Myth.
And not only the SMG, the whole sequence right there from Nick A30, the quick edit to get the first shot on Myth, and then really caught Myth with his pants down right there and was able to capitalize. So well played from Nick A30. One of the best quick edit, clean edit players I've seen, and I have a chance to watch on YouTube. Big shout out to Nick representing YouTube Gaming. On board with him right now.
When we cut to him, he had no AR ammo. He had like 3 rounds in his burst, and he only had enough slugs and SMG ammo.
Unbelievable.
So he did that with basically nothing.
That's amazing. And what they want to see here, we haven't seen a lot of it. I think these pro players can take a page out of some other titles and other books of competitive gaming titles. Take your 2 versus 1 advantages very smart. There's no reason that Spaceline goes down or Nick goes down here. It's a 1 versus 2. You have a numbers advantage. Play it wide, play it slow, and guarantee the dub and the kill right here. The victory over Saint Squad.
That's right. And now it looks like a 2v1, or rather it's a 1v1, right?
Nick A30 should be in the vicinity.
Is he down?
He may have bailed. Maybe they decided to let him. No,
okay, they're just down below.
They're a little bit hurt. So here, you know, they're a little bit tagged up.
Dude, in Fortnite, I've seen a lot of bases, but when you make basically like a sky fort and then you just drop a Porta-Fortress on top of it, it's just
crazy.
like an amalgamation of fort stuff, and you're like, what is going on there?
I know it's kind of funny, it's kind of cool, but to be a little bit critical here, I think that's the same thing we were talking about last game. They use those Porta-Fortresses in the early game when maybe they shouldn't. Like maybe they should hold on to that and use it towards the late game. Instead, they drop it, I think, a little bit unnecessary there. I don't know if a Porta-Fortress, when you already had high ground, is the most mandatory thing to do, but now Saint Squad, look how well they're playing this. Using their high ground. Yes, they got a down, but nice job. That's textbook from Spaceline Nick A30. I'm okay with the down there.
There you go, and they just pick them back up. They secure an elimination, and now they can just be on their way, secure loot. Granted, Saint really only had 2 weapons, some ammo, some mats, but at least they're on their way. Look at this,
1 elimination for him, coming from Tilted. So he's about to be fighting a 2 versus 2 against Merksman and KP5. And keep in mind, the rotation from Nick A30 should be coming soon.
He's got a shockwave grenade. We talked about it, man. The new tools that are part of the game, they are game-changing, and I'm excited to see that he has one.
So look at this. The top right of your screen, this beautiful spectator mode client shows you someone is lurking from, I call it Shack Mountain right by Tilted. And then, of course, we are going to see the rotation from Nick A30 and Spaceline. So Ghost, Demo, and Bizzle are also in the vicinity. So a clash of titans, perhaps. And let's see how Nick and Legion decide to play this. Nick is going to start taking some shots here. And did get the clarification from MFam on Twitter. Thank you guys for that. That Nick is playing on PC, but with a controller. So he just started playing on PC recently. With a controller, of course.
He sticks to his guns, man.
He does.
I respect it. Nick is just an awesome dude. He's really funny. God, he's so
one of the funniest dudes. Yeah, one of the most unique personalities I know for sure. I met his dad at PAX West, and I told Nick, now everything makes sense. Like you as a whole, now I understand. And oh yeah, it was Nick's big shout out to Nick's dad, Nick's family. That was all out supporting. Of course, his little brother Stevie, and of course the entire M fam, the staff, Ginge, everyone else that supports Nick. He's just an awesome person, a great leader, and he's just contagious. Everything he does.
That's actually really cool because so when we were at the Pro-Am, I played like a really small role in like the whole thing, and I met his dad, and we kind of like talked for a little bit.
Kevin.
And then at PAX, he just like walked up to me. He just like remembered. He's like, "Hey, you were that guy I met. It's Zeke, right?" And I was like,
what?
"Holy, how do you remember me?"
Yeah,
I'm a nobody. Yeah,
that's crazy.
They're just, I love their family, man. They're so awesome.
Yeah, they're gonna. If you meet him, if you shake his hand, he'll remember you for sure. I had a similar but worse experience. You were in the pit interviewing players, interviewing Nick at PAX West. But at PAX West, I started a couple of Nick Mercs chants. Any M fan that were there, remember? But I may or may not have started a Ghost Aiden chant just to kind of spice up the story a little bit. And Nick's dad, who is just as big as Nick, came up to me and shook my hand, and I thought my hand was going to break, and said, "If you cheer for Ghost Aiden one more time," and you better believe that was the last Ghost Aiden chant I started, that's for sure.
Oh, they're wonderful people, but also unbelievably intimidating. No, Nick, not like this. Yep. He slid between the little cracks there. Yeah. And now Parallax takes him down.
Unfortunate. Legion has full shields, full health. Parallax and Kenneth are both weak. I think that could have been a Nick victory right there. That's really tough.
And now they're inside Shifty Shafts again, man. Like you talked about, the spectator mode, you can kind of see in the top right where other players are. Look at the little, those little like yellowy diamonds. They immediately snap in the direction the shots are coming from. They're like, what's going on out there? There's something happening.
King Richard picks up his first
Space Lion.
Space Lion, yeah. So Nick A30 might be out as well. Not sure yet. Legion is going to get taken out. So Nick and Legion both down. Nick had one elimination, not enough for points just yet, but they did survive the tilted fight, that's for sure. Jared FPS, a mixer streamer representing the platform here. Also, I believe an Xbox console player. Big shout out to Jared, playing on controller and representing here. He was also at PAX West and competed.
Man, you see how far players are. So this is, I mean, how do you make it out of here, right? Like, you're trying to get out. You know there's players close by. There's someone painful was up on the top mountain there, and he's now making his way, trying to descend upon them. I mean, this is a tough spot to be in.
Yeah, and look at this. 3 elims. I'm not sure. Trying to find out what club Parallax and Kenneth are a part of. But 3 elims for them. I don't know if Kenneth has 1. If they do, that's 1 point for them. And Parallax is part of Dusty Dogs. So Dusty Dogs has showed up. I don't know what the standings are currently. We'll find out for everyone. But Dusty Dogs is playing well if you're a fan of the Dusty. Good performances so far.
Man, Fallout, check out this scoreboard. So Parallax with 3 eliminations. Does
Kenneth have 1? He has none. Not that we can see at least. Maybe on page 2.
Okay, so
Nate Hill with 2. Go to School with 2. General with 2. Spaceline and Nick A30. I only see 2 for Spaceline. Don't see Nick A30 up there, so I don't know if we've broken that 4 elimination threshold. If you don't know what we're talking about, the points format for this tournament is a combination of placement and eliminations. You have to get 4 eliminations to get a point, so it's not a point per elimination like some people have seen in past formats. It's just like PAX West, where you have to get at least a threshold of points. We're talking the highest level of gameplay here. Look at that quick grenade into an edit.
Beautiful. Oh, he takes a massive chunk of damage, though. Painful has gone down. Pookie Face and Tyler's are here, and Liquid Strafe is not that far away.
Look at Jared FPS just turtling up here and show us the love for the mixer partner here. 38 is the number of his team. I think he doesn't have a teammate here. I don't see any other 38s on my screen, so I think Jared is by himself.
Don't either. He might be.
General gets his 3rd.
General, man, he's insane.
He took out Ninja and Cypher pretty much 1v2 in terms of elimination. I mean, wow, he is such a good player. Currently a free agent, I believe, not under an organization. So really excited to see where he lands, where his home is. A lot of great organizations entering the scene. VGJ, we got FlyQuest, who picked up some folks in September and August. A lot of great esports orgs entering the scene.
Look at this. 58 players still left alive. Fallout. These lobbies are insane. They're incredibly stacked. I mean, wow. This is going to get hectic incredibly quick.
Yes, sir. 58 people, like you said. Unbelievable. Courage, though, is not looking to be in a great spot.
Courage, I believe.
The Storm 2-1. He's going to be knocked. That's Courage down. Knocked by the Storm currently. Look at Envy Lenane. I believe the French-Canadian for Team Envy, representing the boys in blue. See what he can do here.
Now, here's the thing. Courage JD's partner is very close by, but those are grenades ricocheting near the structure, bringing the whole thing down. So Courage just played themselves. So he's, I'm assuming, knocked by the Storm. And now Lenane, yeah, they're just like, Zate's like, I'm gonna pick up all that loot. Why not?
Yeah. And Lenane, I know, has great communication and always trying to improve every single game. A really strong individual player. He had a chance to compete at PAX West, and he really learned to be confident in his gameplay, never be scared to take a fight. I think that was a big learning for a lot of these players at PAX West. They all played so scared, so passive. Some of their first time playing on LAN. Not a lot of them came from other esports titles. Like I know Sketch came from another esports title, but not everyone did. So they learned for the first time. They learned the hard way in some cases, and Lenane wants to play with confidence here today. Now on top on board with Zoof, another key story here. Zoof representing Cloud9, coming from Chicago.
Look at this, man. We're going to start to fall into this little valley here. Now here's the thing, we get the new safe zone. It's a little ways away, not too far, just about center, off center here. There's a lot of players, 52 left alive. KP5's got themselves a chug jug, so they're gonna be okay. I mean, look at how spread out all these teams are.
Jeez. It's crazy. But now spread out, but now starting to gather towards that circle. I see, at least 8 teams in the circle already on a quick rotation. Yeah. So one thing I have noticed, talking about meta, is the difference in North America and Europe. North Americans seem to rotate a lot quicker. I think they learned the hard way at PAX West. Of course, Europe did not have a PAX West equivalent to compete in.
Right.
So they maybe have not learned that lesson yet. I don't know what the reasoning is. Ooh. I can't speculate. I can just analyze it, but I am seeing quick rotations, which is smart from North America. I think the importance of rotations cannot be understated. What that means for those at home that are maybe watching for the first time or new to competitive Fortnite is you want to rotate to the center of the next storm early. You guys all play Fortnite at home. You know all about this. When you get caught in the storm, when you get caught on the edges, you get caught in danger. So rotate early, get to center circle, and really set yourself up for success. Meanwhile, Envy Linane, the French-Canadian, as mentioned, takes out a knock on one and gets the elimination.
That's right. Wiles goes down. Babe Jesus finds Brian. And again, man, we went from 52 to 42, so progress. But wow, there's still so many people. Look at this. The new safe zone is so far.
Jeez.
It's down south. A lot of players are very far away. Now, what's interesting is there's already players there, so they can kind of. Nate Hill is actually dead center of that circle right now. There he is, number 47 down low. He is dead center of where this new circle is going to be.
I think he's a solo man right now. I think his teammate is out, but that's what Nate Hill does so well. He's always in the right spot in the right time. One of the best positioning players we've seen, and one of the most consistent players we've had a chance to see. And look at this, already center circle is Nate Hill. And he's going to have himself a nice steel catacomb for defense. Beautiful, beautiful building. Quite the architect is it Nate Hill right now. Yeah. I know he's also a former soccer player. He's a very competitive person, has a good sports background, and also a great Fortnite player.
Also, just an awesome human being.
Exactly. A pretty good-looking dude. Former model, I've heard.
He was doing some of that very recently. I mean, I could talk about him forever, I'll be honest. Just like I could talk about you forever. There's just so much to talk about.
A lot of great. That's one thing I noticed. If you have not been to a live event yet for Fortnite, it was one of the most amazing things. I didn't know how awesome the Fortnite community is, like how much of a community it is. I thought these people were kind of individualistic. They all wanted to succeed on their own, but really it's a great community. Everyone's so cool in person, and the community feel at PAX West was unlike anything I've experienced coming from other titles and other communities as well.
Yeah, and on top of that, to piggyback,
by the way, double elimination here.
Oh,
big plays. Sorry about that.
Plays. Oh no, just to piggyback off that, I think another thing we really appreciated was that we got to hang out with a lot of these competitive players and just talk to them, right? Have conversations to figure out, you know, what they were excited about as far as Fortnite, what things they think we could change and whatnot. So we just got to have like a just genuine conversation. And that was just awesome to see. On top of that, so many of them just showed up for their fans. It was just an unbelievable event. So if you can make it out to an event like that, please just take time and do so. It's honestly one of the greatest experiences I've ever had in my whole life. So, but look at this, man. 34 players. We're now moving into the last few circles, and people are tunneling. So we saw it on the European scene, man. If you've got a Porta Fortress, you can literally consume everything around you. And you're in a good spot. We haven't seen anybody use Porta Fortresses here toward the end of the game. I'm kind of hoping someone has one.
Yeah. On board now with Liquid Chap. One thing I gotta say, this Team Liquid team has squad organization has so much respect from their peers. Every pro player I talk to, and I ask them, hey, who are some of the best players? Who are the people you respect the most? They almost always say Poach, 72 hours. A lot of these Team Liquid individuals who are just so good have really redefined the meta. And meanwhile, United picked up two. Porter Riff gonna actually pick up Ghost Ghoul and I think his teammate. And 30 people left. The action's about to break down here. Let's check out Ghoul. They should take their time here. They want to be careful not to get.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I feel like I would have just stayed up high, man. Just bide as much time as you can, and if they decide to just dive down, fortify. That's smart. I'll give it to them. But it's like you're saying, dude, 30 players left. Look at the space that we're operating in right now. How does this space hold 30 players? All right, well, now it's 29. Okay, my bad. Miscounted.
Yep. On board now with Liquid Chap still. What are your thoughts on the Team Liquid team? You've had a chance to watch them week in, week out.
Dude, they're unbelievable. They're, again, consistent players. I got to actually meet 72 Hours and Chap and a few of the other ones. Vivid as well, and honestly, they're just really down-to-earth people, and I'm a huge fan, I'll be honest. I love those guys. They play phenomenally, and they show exactly why they deserve to be here, man.
Yep, completely agreed. Look at Zayt. Zayt is another player outside of the Liquid squad. If it wasn't Liquid, it was Zayt who gets a lot of respect from his peers, and you see why right now. Look at the great building. Zayt, Not sure where he comes from. I know English isn't his first language as well. Speaks some great English, though, and he's going to get taken out here. He gets shut down by Hogman of Complexities. 8's going to be tunneled here. And look at the high hill battle. It's going to be a build-off. For the first time in skirmish history, you might see them building to max height, because they're pretty high right now. Have you ever seen that before, where they build to max height?
No. Typically, people come down far before that. They're like, nah, that's too high.
Yeah, if it does happen, I'll lose my mind. We see it happen all the time in playgrounds when you're practicing your building, but never in a skirmish before, that's for sure. At 72 hours in chat.
He's got a Porta Fortress. He's got one.
Massive. Here we go. We might see it.
72 hours has one.
We might see it for the first time here. Chap and 72 hours. Who is it? None other than the Liquid duo. Of course, I believe usually Poach and 72 hours are the duo, so a slight change here. They know they are practiced for this, but maybe not super well practiced. We'll see.
Look at him. He's got it right there. So the Porta Fortress, there it goes down. He placed it. It's an instant gigantic metal fort. It's an instant build. It doesn't build up over time. And look at this. Players are going down left and right. 22 players fall out.
Unbelievable. Somehow, though, despite the Porta Fortress, it's going to be Ghost Snood, who has height advantage here. He is, I believe, at the highest point right now, I think. I didn't see anyone above him, and it's going to be a shield bone. No, look at this. Multiple layers. We've seen 3 layers, high, mid, and low. This is at least 4 or 5 layers of builds right now. A bunch of eliminations go through. 72 hours picks up a double on the Envy Boys. Meanwhile, C9 Shivsy grabs one. Wildcat gets taken out by Lenane. I'm not sure if Lenane is still alive, but it is Ghost Snood who's sitting nice and comfortable here. I think the mid ground, I'm not sure where they are. It's an unbelievable endgame right now, 14 alive.
Man, we've went from 22 to 14. No, nothing, there's a change, but not a big enough change.
Yep. Poach is still up. Not sure if 72 hours is up as well. Poach. Hogman. Also in high ground. In a pretty good position here to win this one. Let's check out their heals, though. Hogman has nothing for heals.
I mean, he's got 900 materials, though. 900 wood.
Poach did down one, knocked one, and then got eliminated. So I'm not sure if he picked up the elim or if the revive is coming through. Or the resurrect, the revive.
Gosh, you do not want to hear the sounds of rockets being fired. And I believe Hogman is going to build down and ramp, trying to just cover some distance here. What is going on? There's 13 players left alive. I mean, honestly, this circle is going to close very quickly, very soon. And people need to make decisions. They need to try and make some plays.
Yeah, check this out. EU Jack and Ashton of Fortnite. They're still alive. 13 players left. Both of them with good heals right now. Good HP, solid resource management as well. Looking to be in a pretty good position here against Corrosive Sen and Animal. Animal, an absolute beast living up to the name. Porta Fortress is going to be placed, I believe, wasn't it?
Everything is happening so fast. It's hard to tell. It's gone from 12 to 10. It's
not. Tempo and Jailmock in a good spot. The med kit's going to come through. I think we're coming down to a heal off. It's Tempo with 2 med kits. Jailmock actually gave him the med kit and said, hey, this is all you, bud. Let's see if Tempo can outlast. I think he should be able to. The med kit's going to go off, and Tempo has another med kit. That should be a win. And just look at this. Right here, right now, Tempo to be in a pretty good spot. He comes out on top.
Wow.
Can you believe it? Tempo and Jailmock of FaZe Clan. If you're a FaZe fan, well done from them. They come out with the first place victory royale. Llamas with 45, and then of course the Rift Raiders, a goose egg, 0 points over in Europe in week number 1. So we'll see if the Rift Raiders on the North American side can pick up some of the slack here. It's been an awesome storyline, and we'll keep you updated every step of the way.
That's right, and keep in mind, this is only the first week. Like I talked about, we got 5 more weeks, so these standings are going to change and fluctuate over the weeks to come as well. During the week when we've got the trials, guys, we are in for a ton of action over the next 6 weeks, and I cannot wait to be part of it with you and hear what you all have to say. But game number 4. Here we go. Battle Bus is launched. I mean, so here's the thing. Let's talk about this. We've seen a few landings. We've seen, like, Nick now go back to Tilted Towers. You think Nick is going to remain, and you think he's going to go back to Tilted Towers? You think he's going to try and go Greasy again? What are your thoughts?
I think we'll see him in Tilted. Worked out really well from the last game. I know Nick loves that spot. I really respect the fact that he went Greasy. You know, a lot of people are probably blowing it up in the chat and on Twitter about it, but at the end of the day, he's playing to his strengths, and he's learning from his mistakes, which I think is the sign of a champion, and Nick is a champion in every sense of the word here. So I really respect that decision. But he's back in his home and native land. That's Tilted Towers. I believe he's going there. We'll find out as soon as we can here. But what a storyline that's been.
Ghost Aiden, we tune in and he's
Legion.
down. Sofa is down. Yeah.
Where's Nick?
Where is Nick?
I see Legion.
Okay?
I don't know if Nick is down already. We'll let you know as soon as we can. But Legion is there. Legion's still up. Sofa weak. Aiden knocked. Interesting situation here to start things off. I still don't see Nick anywhere to be found here, so I believe Legion might be the only one up. We'll let you know as soon as we find out. What an interesting start here. And, of course, VGJ Painful representing Team VGJ, which is Jeremy Lin's esports organization, making an entry into Fortnite as well. Good, really good, cool stuff.
I actually didn't know that. That's pretty cool. And now
exactly.
look, Junk Junction. I'm Merksman KP Live. We've got Thweefo and Monster here. Now keep in mind there is a rift very close by that they can utilize. But it looks like with the new circle, it's very close. It's not that far away at all, so they're really in no rush.
Yeah, exactly. Board of Thweefo right now, all the way at Junk Junction. That's the one thing about landing Junk, is more often than not, you're all the way across the circle in the storm, typically. So we did just get the update that Nick Merckx was eliminated off the drop, so Nick is out, all up to Legion here to try and go big. Myth is knocked by a pistol from Geomach.
Oh my goodness.
Myth out, Nick out. Some of our biggest streamers out of the count right now.
And now Thweefo is doing everything he can here to try and take down his enemies. Now they've got 3 minutes before they have to move. Now Monster only has attack shotgun and the pistol. That's it. That's really not a lot to work with. There's some things, sure, but even the mats are pretty low. You can build 10 things. That's not much.
Yep, that's for sure. Has to be really smart, really stingy with his builds. As I see Cease, Gangstar Cease is out as well, or at least knocked right now. So interesting stuff. Wildcat as well. Some of our biggest Twitch streamers are out right now. We see Nick and we see Myth both out.
But Ninja might still be alive.
That's true. The biggest Twitch streamer, of course.
Oh, that was a huge drop down. Thweefo. Oh, wow. Merksman takes him down. That was crazy. So that's going to be 2 eliminations heading their way. So, I mean, they're halfway to that first threshold.
Just saw Ninja got an elimination, so there you go.
Okay.
Ninja's finally showing some life here, playing with Cypher. That's been a key storyline. Is 3 games in. I don't think they have a point yet here so far, Zeke.
Yeah, so they got eliminated very early on in game number 3, which is the last game, and then I believe it was pretty much the same case the last few games. But if there's anything this series has taught us, it's not over until the final match.
Yeah.
It's not over till it's all over. So we'll have to keep in mind and keep updated with the standings.
Yeah, that's so true. I don't know if people realize, but there's really no difference. Game 1 and Game 6, you can get just as many points in Game 6 as you can in Game 1. So people always panic early on if the likes of Ninja, Cypher are not performing. But really, it does not matter if they perform in these final 3 games. This is game number 4, right?
Yes.
Time flies when you're having fun. I don't want it to end. I mean, this has been a dream come true.
Weird to think about, but we've already casted 6 games, so this is now our 10th game of the day. That's crazy.
Unbelievable.
It honestly feels like this is like the second game. Like I don't even. Oh, look at that Rift. Aiden though.
Hey, we saw it. We saw it at Summer Skirmish at PAX West. Aiden chasing as a Rift chaser. He of course isn't a Rift Raider now. He is a, I believe he's a
Dusty Dog.
Dusty Dog. We'll find out for sure for y'all.
Yeah, Dusty Dog with the likes of Sofa.
Yep. He is a Dusty Dog.
He is. So now I believe is he by himself? Oh, this is the replay from the fight we just left.
Marksman. I'm sorry, Monster goes down, and look at this. Merksman with the double. Disgusting stuff from Merksman. Speaking of streamers, meanwhile, Ghost Aiden still hanging out over in Tilted, his favorite place in the whole wide world.
Dude, I think he's alone. I think his teammate might have gone down.
Sofa? Sofa revived him earlier.
I didn't see any other similar colors of his triangle in Tilted.
Meanwhile, I love this fight. Horrify versus 72 Hours. 72 Hours, of course, highly remarked by in high regards.
Margosi's down.
From his former peers. He takes out Morgaus already. 72 Hours right now in a 1 versus 1 against Horrify. It was a 1 versus 2 just minutes ago. Can he do it? Can he win the 1 versus 2 here? If anyone can do it, it is 72 Hours, who really evolved the pyramid meta as an offensive and defensive mechanism. He's going to outbuild. He goes for the edit. Doesn't get it just yet. And look how smart he's playing this. He's going to regain possession. Knows he's getting flanked. Look how smart 72 Hours is playing this. Textbook Fortnite from 72 Hours.
Oh, man, but there's other players here. There's also a team looking out over the the hill there near the tunnel.
And he recognizes he doesn't have any bouncer pads, so he has to drop to mid-ground because if some way, somehow, a remote explosive comes through or any explodes, he's going to fall to his death. A smart play from 72 Hours to go mid-ground.
I don't know if you saw, but Pupper has knocked out Courage JD.
Whoa, all
Courage is down.
All righty. So
POTUS is down. Oh, no.
Did he call
There you
himself,
go.
or is that
That's
just
what I called him.
That's what you call him.
That's what I just called him.
That's what I just call him. Beautiful. Or Greasy Boy, one of the two.
Either one.
Yeah, good times.
Dude, 72 Hours literally has 12 slugs, 1 AR bullet, and 6 grenades. He gets tagged there, down to 23
and I just saw
HP.
Poach is, I think Poach is not his teammate, actually. I take that back. It's Chaps, I think. And it looks like Chaps is out.
Yeah, it's Chap. Yep,
And that's going to be it. 72 Hours gets taken out. So a valiant effort, but it is the 100 Thieves crew. Kenneth and Parallax, you come out on top. Poach still alive, though, representing Team Liquid if you're a Liquid fan.
There's still someone else here, though. If you're looking at the top right, again, this is our new Spectator client that we're debuting here for the Fall Skirmish. We have more information to show, so you can always see what other players are around.
Yeah.
So like, for example, we're hopping over to Hogman. You can see there's a little pink diamond up there, and then you can see, actually, that's his teammate, but
yeah.
Moving away in the top right, you see the other duo there. And that's Spaceline and Nick A30.
Leaving Greasy again. So I wasn't sure who took out Courage. Was it over in Greasy? Was it one of these four?
Pupper.
It was Pupper. There you go. All right, so these 3 teams have landed Greasy every single time. We got one Lucky Llama and Courage and Tumor. And then, of course, we have Hogman.
Rush just shotgunned Nate Hill.
Oh, my goodness.
Ghost Aiden is still here alive. Tendon's
alone,
super low. Yeah,
right.
he is. I mean,
Popping
look at this, though. Both of these teams down below looking to clash, and Ghost Aiden wants a piece of it.
He needs to play smart, though, because he's a lot of 1v2s, so he's a great solos player. It's first time watching him on his play in duos. Let's see how he fights his 1v2s. I don't know if he's a big solo squads type of guy, but that experience, that practice certainly helps. Aiden putting a couple good shots in to start here. Look at the building here on controller and building and editing like he's on PC, especially with the recent patch from Epic where the build time was decreased, or the edit time, sorry, for controller players. Really awesome to see.
Yeah, it's like
0.1 seconds now.
Yeah, wasn't it 0.25 and it went down to 0.15?
Yep, for Builder Pro settings. Of course, it depends what settings you plan. If you're a Builder Pro, you get 0.1 edit. Look at this. Look at this. Ghost Aiden, laser focus here. Hit some good initial shots, but now has no shields, low shields to work with.
And now, I mean, just like you talked about, he's building like crazy. Look, he's only got 3 builds left. 27 metal means he can only build 2 more things.
And he knows it, so that's why he's going to go low side. So smart. Such a great position-based player. That's why he goes low side. That's why he decides to turtle up a little bit, because he can't afford to get caught in a build battle. Only 2 builds left. He sees a nice tree he can get. Nope, not a tree there. That tree's already been hit. So Aiden, just go back out and reset.
Everybody?
Smart decision to disengage right there.
This is the really,
yeah, man. I think that's the right play, right? You just let these two teams continue to duke it out.
Like
you live to be eliminated another day.
to watch stuff like this.
Hashtag at Nick 30.
That's like, I don't know how I feel about that. Nick A30 is a great guy.
It's cool
That's
right
like
there.
the half glass empty approach, you know? I'm more of an optimist.
What would you say? What are the opposite then?
You live to fight another day. You live to battle. You live to dominate.
How about
anything.
live to build another day?
Perfect.
Boom! Fortnite, baby.
He just dabbed, by the way, everybody. we got Zeke dabbing in the house here because I'm not gonna lie, he deserves that dab. You live to build a Fortnite, baby. You live to build another day. I love that.
So it's either the sad side is live to be eliminated another day, and the fun side is live to build another day. And there it is.
Boom, nailed it. All right,
Nailed it.
Hezzy against Nibs, who we saw with a good performance in game number 3. Let's see what he can do here. Hezzy.
And I mean, look at that. You see how quickly he was editing up there through that Porta Fortress. Again, we talked about it, man. The moment the Porta Fortress goes up, you have edit rights to that entire structure.
Yep.
It's a mega structure. It's crazy. It's so
amazing.
Good.
And, interesting story about Hezzy is true story. He was in the middle of competing at PAX West. I'm not sure if you heard about this, Zeke. And he got appendicitis.
What?
Yeah,
what?
100% true story. He got appendicitis halfway through PAX West, had to get rushed to the hospital, and played a qualifier with appendicitis before finally saying, okay, I gotta stop.
Oh my gosh!
I can't play anymore.
Hezzy.
I met him there. He looked sick to his stomach, rightfully so. He had appendicitis. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Hezzy is like the Michael Jordan of Fortnite, apparently. He's playing under illnesses. He's also from Chicago. Yeah.
If I ever meet you, Hezzy, I'm going to give you the biggest hug you've ever had in your entire freaking life. I'm going to give you a hug you'll never forget about.
If I have a cold, or a paper cut. I'm freaking out, and I'm not able to play Fortnite as good as I can. And this man had appendicitis, and he's playing.
And qualified? Oh my!
I don't know if he qualified. I think he ultimately had to get pulled out because he had appendicitis.
Oh my gosh! I'm gonna meet you someday, Hesse, and I'm gonna hug you.
Crazy stuff. So if you're a fan of the underdog or the appendicitis story, root on for Hesse. Hesse, of course. This time around, it's really awesome that Epic gave him an invite back into this because I don't think he had a chance to compete or continue competing. So awesome that he has a chance to put his skill on display. A great individual. Big shout out to Hesse. Free agent as well. Trying to find out what team he's on. We'll let you know as soon as we find out.
Man, but look at this. Still 63 players left, and this is a small replay coming in from Envy Lenane. This wasn't too long ago. Okay, so he hops down, and there was a player there. Oh, look at that, the grappler. You know, man, we haven't seen enough of the grappler. I need to see more of the grappler stat.
And we called it out. We said we're going to see more grappler in North America. They're going to play with confidence, and we've seen none of that. So I want to see some grappler play. We did. I take that back. We saw more Ghosts trying to make it happen against Aiden. He got punished.
If that was anyone else, he would have 100% got that elimination.
Yeah,
against the likes of Aiden. That's a tough, that's a tall order there.
Yeah, and actually we haven't talked a lot about the pairings here, but I love this Lenane and Zate duo. Zate, great player individually. Lenane, talk about a story in himself, representing Team Envy. I like the fact that they're coming together cross org. We got Energy and Envy, I believe, playing together in this one. Great to see. And look at the scoreboard here. 4 eliminations for Brush.
That is absurd. Who is his teammate right now?
Yeah, Colton.
Let me see. Let me take. Can you tell?
It's all you. Colton. Yeah, of course. Colton. Just give me a little one of these, and I know to fill. Colton is of Space Station Gaming, of course, in 4th place of the current standings of this game, at least in elimination. So big shout out to Space Station Gaming and Colton. On board with Heart now. We saw made a hero play a couple games ago. Oh,
Ninja is still here. El Jefe with 2 eliminations, but is Cypher PK here? I believe.
No,
oh,
yes,
he is.
There we go. All right.
Okay. Everything's good. Okay.
We got ourselves a nice little game here. Ninja with the med kit. He's going to be healed up. Cypher PK is going to have to hold down the likes of Turkey Lips and Exes. Oh, Trouble Boys. Let's see what he can do here.
Not Turkey Lips. No, he's so strong.
A big shot to Turkey Lips. Such an awesome community member as well. Go School against Hey I'm Hart in this one. Big fight as well.
I loved seeing Hart play during the Summer Skirmish series, so I'm excited that he's back. It's going to be super great to see his performance over the next few weeks.
Yeah, couldn't agree more with that one. Go School so hurt right now. Saf, look at the Saf plays with the grappler. He said he wanted a grappler play. Zeke, you're going to get it. Nice job by Saf right there. Gets his high ground. Let's see if it's going to matter. Let's see if it keeps him alive because Ghost is in a world of hurt right now. Saf pulls off the kill. Elimination, a knock, I believe, sorry, on Double O Flower. And look at the plays from Saf. Can he get the double? No, he gets knocked by Ham Hart. Look at Ham Hart under duress, knocks one, and lives to fight with 4 HP against Saf.
Oh, he dropped down Kenny. Oh, his teammate wasn't quick enough.
Wow. What plays from Hart. Wow. And I believe, is he the same one against United, or was it Ghost where he got the double elimination a couple games ago? Hart with just a phenomenal performance here in the fall skirmish, week number 1. And he gets a med kit.
He's got a med kit.
Wow.
I mean,
if I'm Saf, though, I'm playing with aggression here because Ghoul should be saying, hey, I had a med kit. He's probably using it right now. I don't know if the comms are coming through. Interesting stuff.
Looks like they're just waiting. Looks so over there you can see Punisher Nibs, Hesse, and Reverse 2K. B-Sox is up top, while his teammate Cuddy is down low. We saw them win. Was it game number 1? No, game number 2 they won.
And paired his palms.
Yep.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm not sure what's going on Ninja and Cypher PK. I think they're still up and kicking. They're representing Bush Bandits, the number 1 team coming into this one from Europe. Our club, sorry. Bush Bandits is. Meanwhile, Replays knocks E-United's Dimes. Brush, who had 4 eliminations, our leader in this game, still up and looking to make some more noise. I love how B-Sox always has high ground no matter what he's doing.
Yeah.
Ninja and Cypher.
They are still very much alive. I believe. Yeah, they're right there. You can see them. They were by the tree line there. They're still alive and kicking. There he is.
And look at that. 2 eliminations for Ninja. Great performance from him.
Now you got to wonder. Does Cypher PK have elimination? Because don't forget, at 4 eliminations, you get 1 point. At 6, you get 2. And at 8, they get 3.
Yep, so 4, 6, 8 really are the thresholds you want to break to get a point. Look at that. You see the format on your screen right there. On call. Meanwhile, Brush pushing up. Speaking of eliminations, he has 4 himself. Ninja with 2. And Ninja lives to fight another day. 57 people still alive here, so we'll see what they can do as Turkey Lips and Exes decided not to engage with Ninja and Cypher. Probably a smart decision.
So Brush and Sace are together, and Brush is actually a Fortnite. So if you guys are cheering on as a Fortnite, or that's the team that you support, Brush is looking to make some comebacks here as well as add points to your team.
Yeah, and as we have a second to breathe here, course, as I say that, looks like some action's gonna break down. Jared FPS.
Grenader Jake, no!
I feel like every time we're talking about Grenader Jake, he's not. I feel horrible. He's getting eliminated. I'm sorry, Grenader Jake. I'm bored with Jared FPS now. He's gonna be chilling right now in this scenario.
I love Jake. I had the pleasure of casting him with him during the day at PAX, and he's just a super nice dude.
That's awesome.
I just realized I casted with like so many
You
people
did.
during the day.
It's amazing.
What has this journey been?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You deserve it, my friend. Every step
Sometimes
of the way.
I just don't stop to think about things. We just move so fast.
I literally couldn't sleep last night. I was so excited. I think I haven't been in this type of situation since I was a kid before Christmas. It was amazing.
I had the reverse effect. I laid down in my bed and fell asleep.
Oh my goodness. It is an
Yeah.
absolute honor. You have no idea how much it means to be here. Meanwhile, big fight. Turkey Lips for the fight we called out earlier is finally going to break down. Turkey Lips is going to get tagged up. Nice shot by Cypher. Ninja's coming in, I believe, as well. Should be rotating soon. I think Ninja's still in the fight here somewhere. Turkey Lips in a world of hurt now, as Ninja's actually going to get shotgunned by Exis, so Ninja gets taken out. And Cypher's going to be the only one alive for that team. Representing Bush
and
Bandits.
Sace, though, they heard these shots. Look, Turkey Lips is literally one grid space over and one grid space up. And now look, there's Cypher.
Oh, no! Oh, no, friendly fire. All right,
They were
he's
friendly.
good.
It's okay.
I thought he was gonna. I thought some dangerous things were gonna happen to him.
I was gonna be like, that's impressive if that was like a him by himself type thing. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Or if someone else fired through the window.
through the window instead.
Yeah.
That'd been ridiculous.
That would've been nuts. But look, Sace is down, so now Brush has to get him back up.
It looks like he should be able to do here.
He's
Sice
getting the revive.
loves dropping Fatal Field, Dusty Divot, and Salty Spring. So Sice likes to drop towards center of the map from what we've noticed in conversations. Let's see what happens here. Turkey Lips still alive. Look at Turkey Lips back to nice position for HP. And Sice going to be able to heal up here.
Looking at the kill feed, Poach takes down Kenneth, Hart takes down Parallax. I saw that Symphony and Punisher are down as well. We saw them get eliminated earlier on in that kill feed.
This interesting fight. Cypher on a 1v1v2 is the current situation for Cypher PK.
Oh god,
look at Jay Cuddy, and B, I think that's B as well is going to be rotating through. So more fuel is added to the fire here. A gold grenade launcher with 18 rockets. Expect some great GLs from Cypher. He's going to let him rip here. Smart play, Cypher alongside Nick A30, one of the most intelligent players in Fortnite. You love to watch his stream because you'll learn a lot, that's for sure. Let's see what he can do here.
Zay takes down Brush. Zoof takes down Hogman. Cuddy eliminates Brush. Zoof eliminates Hogman. Oh my goodness. Leopard takes down Ham Hart. I mean, now that we're forcing
These
players
cats are
together here in one of the final few circles, I mean, the action is definitely heating up and players are going to have to fight each other now.
Exactly.
Let's take a look. We got 35 players.
Left, so you know.
Wow. I don't know how we do this every time, but people stay alive for so long.
Yep. And look at Cypher. Such a Cypher move to have 999 metal, 519 wood, in a good position with resources and mats. You let him rip. Not able to connect just yet. But those gold grenade launchers do so much damage to cover. You expect him to go big. Let's see right now on screen. You see Brush with 4 limbs.
Eliminations. Yeah, so Brush had
Ninja
4.
had 2. I don't see Cypher on there, though. So Cypher has 1. So Cypher needs 1 elimination. You guarantee that Ninja is telling him, hey, play this slow. Try in third party, 1 elim. We'll get a point there. We'll be in a much better spot. Cypher's going to do it. Nope, sorry. He just got 1. Dang. I thought that was his second. That was actually his first that he had 1 down. So well done by Cypher to pick up the first, at least.
And now, I mean, look at the new safe zone fallout. It's north. They have to go so far.
Yep.
Oh, Cuddy's down, but it's a B-Sox is down?
B-Sox, Cuddy's down.
Cuddy's down, and the B-Sox is getting him up there.
Yeah, exactly.
There
and
it is.
Cypher actually, I think I saw him drop his gold grenade launcher. He ran out of rockets, so I'm not sure if he's going to leave that in the ground or hold it just in case he picks up some more rockets. We'll find out soon. Meanwhile, Jared FPS, no heals, no mobility, all damage. So interesting loadout for Jared FPS right now. Maybe his teammate Yellow is playing more of a support role. That's something that we love in duos compared to solos, is the introduction of roles and role players. Let's see what's going to happen here.
Man, dude. 30 seconds. They need to start moving into this new safe, so we're going to see players start to scramble.
Yep.
And, I mean,
There's
we're going to
Cypher.
start seeing eliminations come out. Cypher's still alive.
Cypher PK, former teammate of Nick's. We know what he can do. And he's doing such a smart player, putting himself in a good spot, catacombing up. We see Tfue do this very often, where he puts himself in a nice 4x4 catacomb and posts up. Cypher's going to do the same exact thing. Smart plays from him. Meanwhile, Zoof going to jump on board with him from Chicago, representing Cloud9. He loves to. He has a great ability to track and follow his teammates in fights. That's one thing. If you've probably played squads or duos, you know it's easy to lose track of your teammates. Zook is very, very good at that. One thing he thinks he can do a little bit better is rotations. He feels like he can make better calls in rotations. He's working on that. Big shot to Zoof. Now I'm excited to see what he can do right now. He currently has 2. Not sure how many eliminations. We'll let you know as soon as we find out.
There's still so much happening.
All right.
Now we're down to 24 players, 30 seconds.
Let's load up. Chuggy, chuggy, chuggy. Hey, Papa. Chuggy, chuggy, chuggy. Hey, Papa, you okay? I can't right now. Come on. Come on. Alright. Two days. Wow. No aim assist, as y'all can see. So when I hit my shots, I've been hitting those on my own. Yeah. You got 2 shots, kid. Push flush. What? Pops. Oh shoot, that's getting the mess out of me. I don't know. nobody touch this place. Wow. Hey, thank you, Twitch, you doo doo. Follow. Oh my gosh, because he shot it down. Thanks, bro. Dang, a stupid scar. That's all I freaking got is a SMG. I got a freaking burst for it. GG. Who'd you go, Patrick Star? Who'd you go, Patrick? Nagawa